on topics, whether conscious or cosmic. It's never nonsense, mega levels are microscopic. It's a Killah Priest project, AD control the rocket. Before we land the plane, many things we engage and explain. The unexplained, without mask. Welcome to the Killah Priest podcast. Killah Priest podcast. Shadow grade. Retrograde. Here waiting. It's on. Look into the cameras. It's on. Live, kicking it. Get ready. Killah Priest Podcraft. Shadow retrograde. Welcome. Oh man, welcome to another episode of Killah Priest Podcraft. I am your host, Killah Priest. Running the rocket is none other than ADA Dizzle.
Yeah, what's good? Welcome back. It's gonna be a wild show. You already know. Let's go.
Sound daddy.
Yeah.
And in the craft room, we have Oracle Coach Conductor. She said, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Don't see Vinny yet. Shout out to Vinny Black Lodge.
What up?
Voltage. It's about to be on. I know they're going to come in the building today because it's about to be on.
Man.
Def Rocker, good looking for that. A big warm and a grand send off to the ancestor realm to Granddaddy IU. Salute, 21 salute. That one hurt. Word. Something new. A lot of y'all probably don't even remember him, man. Dope lyricist. Hempstead. Granddaddy IU, man. Also, the dancer from Ellen DeGenerate. That's it, right? Ellen Show.
DeGeneres?
Yeah. From her show. He passed away. He killed himself today.
Oh, what?
Shadow retrograde. It's dark. It gets dark. Oh, who else we got in up here? All right. Oh, we got Voltage in the building. Shout out to Voltage. Brooklyn Baby says that. What up? We're going to go in today. Shout out to Crumb TV. Shout out to Knowledge Born. Hold up. Let's get it. Hold on, let me just open up my phone.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nepal, too. Everybody want to get in there on this. Yeah, everybody want to talk about this. Oh, it's on and on. Yo, check it out. I just want to say this. I was explosive. Yo, if y'all came. Oh, shout out to Solomon. Solomon was dropping it the last time, Monday.
Yeah.
Shout out to Salo. He said he's looking from here. He got his favorite show on, so he can't show up today, but he'll probably be here Monday. Shout out to Salo. Word. Very interesting weekend. A week. Everything's going on. I'm gonna let y'all come in the building. Yeah, man. Crazy suicide, man. We have to catch on to our minds, and we have to catch on to what's going on out there in the world today. It's wild. It's wild. That's why we make music. To heal the soul, man. Shout out to Brown Buffalo. You know who that is. Hey, Buffalo. And that's Danny Salinas in the building. Come on in. Let's get it right. I got notes. I don't even need notes, but I got notes this time. You know what I mean? Yeah, Coach Solomon. Shout out to him. He did a great job, AD.
Nice.
Yeah, AD wasn't here, man. He left us to craft by ourselves. We had to handle it.
Had to do some things.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it's all good.
Yeah, you took care of some business.
Yeah.
There you go. It's always good to take care.
It was a one-time thing.
One time?
For a client, yeah.
We thought you abandoned us, man.
Nah, it was a last-minute thing for the day. You know, I be a Superman for some of my clients. You know what I'm saying? So they needed some Superman work to be done. I came through, swooped in, said, "What's the problem here?"
Yeah.
Did what I had to do. It's all good.
Yeah.
And here we back. So
technology. Yeah.
That's what we do. Problem solvers.
That's right. That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we working and striving to be, the best problem solvers and getting together, making music. We don't just make music. We make lives change, and we here to make ourselves change and learn off of each other and build with one another. Get your tea bags loaded up. Should I say tea? Oh, yeah, empty, not tea bags, but your loose tea. Loaded up. Get your coffee or your brew. You know what I'm saying? Get your vodka. If you like that whiskey, somebody said a little shot, tequila. You know what I mean? It's the Killah Priest. Killah Priest. Or you just get your matcha with your whisk. I got some fly. Y'all saw this before. I got some fly turmeric with matcha here. Good for you. Put you to sleep when it's late. You know what I'm saying? When it's time for you to go to bed, and you just want to get some turmeric and some matcha powder. And y'all know what we do here. So grab that.
Yeah.
Stand up. Try to be a stand up. Broaden your horizon. A lot of people getting caught up in one subject matter. It's time to change up and switch up a little bit. Do something for the world, you know what I'm saying? Stop sitting there doing the same old thing and expecting different results. That's insanity. Somebody told me, somebody created that, that's a white man saying, it doesn't matter, it's just jewels, you know what I mean? So shout out to somebody who ever told me that one time. Very wisdom. I grab a collective of minds together, and we all celebrate together in this cerebral auditorium. And it's a beautiful thing. Somebody says sugar, water, and more. Crypto J just said I love black people like some people love their animals. Damn. Moving right along on that. Shout out to you though, brother. We understand. We understand what that means. Somebody said, they're already dropping jewels up in the audience already.
What they saying?
They saying some water, some lemon mixed with honey. They got their concoctions coming together, so it's going good. No doubt. The bomb is going to be going off today because we're going to be talking about the Wizard of Oz. Hold on. It's going to go on for a lot.
Oh, word?
Have you watched it recently?
Not recently.
I kind of took a stab at it. And I noticed some things.
On the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, on the Wizard. The black version is called The Wiz. You can't win. You know what I mean? But, 1939. It was a book first. A lot of situations was going on back then. You know what I mean? Before I get started, you know what I mean? I'm going to let y'all come in because I know y'all going to go in. Look at Jody. Jody said, the Wizard of Oz. Why is it called Oz? Who is Oz? Where is Oz? We know that gold. Dig in. Silver, the shoes were silver. So, we're going to have some people coming in today, man, on some real building on this, because this is some deep levels. Equator said, Diana, ooh, that's good. That's touching on some things. Somebody said, Oz, yeah. We never really went in. Might ask, have I ever smoked? Have I ever drinked?
You definitely drank.
Yeah. Indulged.
Yeah. Partaked.
Yeah. But I tried to take a route of balance. And by balance, I mean too much of anything is not good for you. So you have to balance things out, and that's the way you do it.
Right. Every Thursday.
Thirsty Thursdays.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm back to my sometimes when you're going through situations, you need a little something just to add you out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A hard time. But then when you smooth out, you can get back to your regular zone, and you can come back to who you are. You know what I mean? But you know, you take everything moderate. If you smoke, if you take your little mushrooms here and there, I always advocate going to the woods, which brings us into a little place who the Munchkins were really citizens of, the only real citizens of this place, this magical place. First of all, was it magical? Was it a dream or was it real? Dorothy went to sleep. She got hit in the head by the window. Fell asleep and woke up into she didn't just get, let me correct that. She didn't just fall out. She fell out in the middle of a storm. Hey, what up, Mojito? Shout out to Mojito in the building.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
What happened?
I'm trying to fix the static.
Okay. Static. What up, Mojito? I see you getting mad already. He wants to get up here, take a seat. He's chilling. Everybody see Mojito. So much. Oh, somebody hit. Okay. I gotta give it, Bragadino hit me up.
Again?
Yeah, he told me to play something. So yeah. And it was along the line of Oz though. So I can't front. Okay, let's go. Just reading some, getting into some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
All right.
What's the day's math, AD?
I mean, I can't speak on it in that way.
But you coming in.
I don't believe I'm qualified to say today's math, but I will tell you it is 5:52 on the 14th of December. That's about as much math as I can tell you.
Say knowledge.
I'm still trying to learn all that.
Say knowledge culture.
Knowledge culture?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said 5?
Add
it down to the common denominator.
Oh, all right.
Brothers, they brothers feeling you, AD. They hit me up and ask you to ask. St. Grams, before we get into this, he said, Oz means zone. Now, there's some interesting theories out there because, silver was the color of the shoe. Yeah, we got it. The yellow brick road. There we go. And then the yellow brick road was really gold. We'll have to show it. The yellow brick road was really gold. Back then, I think they had some silver. It was silver shoes. But it's so much to unfold. Glenda. Who knows who Glenda is?
Who's Glenda?
Hey, now we talking. Throw some words out there, some names. Anybody in the chat room knows who's Glenda? see who's on point. Oh, Glenda. Some people call her New Reality. Oh, good looking. Somebody said Ozzy's. Yeah. Well, you're dealing with gold. What's the substitute for gold? What's the word for gold?
I don't know about a substitute.
Ounce. It's the oz.
You mean the unit of measure? Ounce?
Yeah, unit of measure.
More bounce to the ounce?
Yeah, exactly. So you deal with gold and the ounce. We're gonna look it up. We're gonna look up some things.
I mean, I learned about ounces with weed first.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my eyes are clear. I can see clearly now. The Wicked Witch was Cutie Pie. Which one?
He said the Wicked Witch.
The green one?
I don't know how being a cutie pie though.
She was funny though. Yellow Bricks was really gold, man. Yeah, and my man hit me with some signs. I feel good today, man. I think this is gonna be a real good show. It's really gonna go in. And we're gonna go, a lot of things are entangled in that. And then you got life that was happening. Shout out to Crumb. Crumb told me that the Wicked Witch was green. But the house fell on. It started off. Who's these I'm talking about? Yeah, crazy. Blessings to they came. They got broomsticks. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. Actually, the green witch, which was I think the Wicked Witch of the West.
All right, she's a West Side witch.
Yeah, West Side Witch.
All right.
Killed her sister from the top. House fell on her. Nobody knows her story. She just had a house on her. Now, what's funny is you could bring up that the pretty witch. Well, supposed to be beautiful witch. Remember, she asked Dorothy, "Are you a witch?"
She did.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Oh,
that's
wow.
what I was starting to think. What's the story behind Dorothy?
Why would she ask that?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, there's a lot of suspect. We're gonna take this real slow. Suspect things. First of all, the house falls on top of the witch, right? And the good witch, supposed to be good, is already there.
Why is she the good witch?
Exactly. Let's talk about it. Where my bombs at? Yes.
What made her good?
Exactly.
Because her clothes were brighter, blonde hair.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
How
that could be the throw off.
Yeah.
Angel of light.
Yeah.
Lucifer.
By the attire.
That's right. Judge not the appearance.
By her outfit.
But by her works and her deeds.
Yeah.
She started off killing someone and just showing up in the citizens of the Munchkins, right?
She returned to the scene of the crime.
Yeah. She was a liar. She lied a couple of times. Serious.
Huh?
She lied. She said that the Munchkins called her. That's how she got there.
Lying ass witch. This witch ass.
Yo, how... First of all, we want to know how the Munchkins called her.
Yeah. They got a Munchkin phone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
exactly. She pops up, had, the witch of the ding dong, the witch is dead. Yeah, they sung that song over her, but we don't know if she was good or not. She was a citizen. I mean, she wasn't a citizen. Boom, house falls on her and she dies.
Damn.
Then she asks Dorothy, "Are you a witch?" Tried to play it off and act like Dorothy did it. Dorothy said, "No, I was just in a house." House falls on her. Think about this.
How's she gonna blame Dorothy? She ain't driving the house.
Yeah.
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Tornado picked it up.
Yeah, you can blame the tornado, not the driver of the house. It's not possible.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. Someone said the good witch is bad. Yeah. Yeah, that witch is bad. She wasn't really the good one. Because how come the witch that the house fell on had those shoes on?
Were they the ruby red ones?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but I wish we could play a clip.
She was just trying to jack her shoes.
Yeah. She's, yeah. Remember she says, she kind of threw off, she's like, "Look, Glenn, all right, her name's Glenda." That's
Glenda.
We'll find out.
They stole Glenda's kicks, yo.
No, Glenda. Glenda was supposed to be the good witch. You put Glenda and Glenda.
Yeah, she looked like a Glenda.
Yeah, she was like, "Don't you want them?" Because when she stepped to Glenda, she was like, I'm not. The Wicked Witch of the West was kind of funny. She had some jokes in there too. She was green and all, but she said, "You and that little dog too." We get you in that. She always told her she was gonna get that dog. She was like, "You and your little dog too."
The dog's name was Toto.
That's right.
Toto in Spanish means everything.
Wow. There's a bomb on that one. Let's go. Yes, the Wicked Witch of the East had the shoes on already.
Somebody said hooker heels.
Yeah, exactly. In the book, there was silver and gold. Silver, gold, roll. We can walk this down slow, AD. I know because you are all into that philosophical.
Yeah, I like breaking down allegory and stuff like that. What does that mean?
I'm with it all the way.
Yeah.
So we could do it backwards, but we just know that all of a sudden this house falls on. She's looking through mirrors and windows. And the window knocked her out. Tornado swept through Kansas.
It's somebody controlling that tornado.
Is it hard?
Whoever modified that tornado was the one who made that happen.
Yeah, 1939.
Do you know what I'm saying? They could have missed.
Well, everyone knows that they had like oil. In total was two. Well, they had gold and beefing over there because we're gonna get to the farmer and the straw man and the tin man machines.
That house fell on. Hey,
we don't go too fast.
What did the Mexicans say when the house fell on top of them?
What?
Get off me, Holmes.
That's a dad joke.
Where's my sound effects?
That's a good one. I'll give you one. Y'all coming in the building? You need to get home within. Yeah, because she wanted to get home. Well, the witch could have been told her that. The good witch, just like Crumb said, sent her on a mission, dummy mission. There's so many. Yeah, pull back the curtains. Yeah, total pull back the curtains on them. And that, but each character had a duality, AD. In the beginning, we know that Dorothy, I was watching it, Dorothy, those three, remember her uncles?
Yeah.
Those were the three characters. Because he saw them in the other world.
Yeah.
And one was
she's just dreaming about her friends.
Yeah. Well, that was a family.
Or her family, yeah.
The Wicked Witch was that lady who wanted to kill. There was a lot of killing in there, too. It was a lot of dark.
It got dark.
Really dark. Killing. Yeah. Dorothy
crazy-ass dreams.
Dorothy killed two people.
That's what happens.
She killed two witches. And after she killed them two witches, it was time for her to go. Yeah, she killed two witches. The one with the head, the one the house fell on, and the sister. Now she killed her. Remember?
Nah, I just remember the house.
Yes, somebody throw out there. Yes, she also wrote with flying monkeys. Let's look up flying monkeys for that, because that's
flying monkeys.
Yeah, that's where the term come from. Where narcissists send out these agents, they kind of like soup them up, and it comes from this movie. Let's look that up. I'm doing my research.
I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of philosophy here.
Yeah, well, we're just going to dabble in it a little bit.
According to some writers, the winged monkeys of Oz represent Native Americans in the West in the late 1800s. What?
Oh, wow. I didn't see. Wow. Wow, I didn't even pick that one up.
I didn't think it was going to go there.
Wow. Dang. Wow, I didn't even know that one.
Baum himself had clear attitudes toward American Indians, and some of the earlier writings about
Where's
Indians.
Dane Calloway at? Oh, rewind that. Do that again.
I'm going to put it on screen.
Yeah, put that on screen so they can say it.
That's crazy.
Professor Marvel. Yes, that's two. But who else? While we read this, it's too much. I mean, Coach Kadaga said Professor Marvel, yes. That ended up being the wizard.
All right.
But he was somebody else also. Who? Yeah, see if they've been watching. I told everybody to do their research. We going in tonight. Night we going in.
Okay, check out this one.
And
this one says
there's some Kemet views in there too. I mean, Green Witch. Who's green?
I don't know.
Which are the gods? Ptah? Which one?
Okay.
Yeah.
There's another interpretation here that these monkeys were sent by the witch to do her dirty work, and the phrase has since been synonymous with people who end up doing the dirty work of a narcissist.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
That's the path you're talking about.
Hey, they come from somewhere, and narcissists come from, I think, a Greek thing, staring at his face, the god Narcissus.
Looking in the mirror?
Yeah, looking in the mirror at himself.
Flying monkeys get caught up in a narcissist's plan.
Yeah,
often to damage the life of another person.
Go get them, my pretties. She always called everybody pretties, too. Until Dorothy threw that water on her.
Yeah.
Yo, I wish could we show a scene? Oh, we get in trouble. Definitely, right, with the Wiz.
Yeah, we could show screenshots.
The part when the Green Witch, because she was talking a lot, she told a lot of truth. At least she was honest about what she was there to do. But the witch in white, the lady in red, that witch. What she witch is talking about? See, this is kind of wild. This is when she first came, right? She was always around there. She knew that house hit that girl over the head, that witch over the head.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. What's she going to tell her? Look, watch this question that she asks her.
I mean, I wasn't going to play. I was doing screen caps.
Oh, okay. Right there, she asks us, "Are you a witch?" She said, "No, I just came with me and my dog, Dolo." Then she playing games.
If Dorothy was a witch.
Yes.
I would have been like, bitch, do I look like a witch?
Yeah.
She got the staff and the crown.
Yeah.
How could she be a witch? Anyway.
Why would a witch wear a crown?
She crowned herself.
Maybe she's maybe she's more of a queen, or maybe she's a top evil goddess or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get triggered, women. I love it. I love it. This is a movie. We just breaking down the allegories. So play Pink Floyd album, The Wizard of Oz. We could play the Tin Man. Remember that?
Tin Man. Oh, the song you made.
Yeah. No, the Tin Man. It's a song by Elton John, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Or America. Oz didn't find nothing wrong. The Tin Man. We could read the lyrics to that.
Yeah.
That he didn't. And Galahad. Who remember that song? It's a soft rock one.
You ever seen a movie called Return to Oz?
That
shit was creepy, yo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because it's dark. It was a lot of grim writers.
I remember being a kid watching that, and I'd be like, this is some twisted shit.
All right, hold up. I got y'all coming. I'm coming.
I just remember seeing that big holographic head.
It's by America. It's called The Tin Man. Pull that up and just read the lyrics. We ain't got to play it. But Oz didn't. Yeah. That he already didn't have. Somebody said, remember Oz on HBO? Yeah, that probably was a dark side to that.
There's the lyrics right there.
They getting it. Okay. But Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. Could they see that?
No.
It says, cuz never was the reason for the evening or the tropic of Sir Galahad. He goes, so please believe in me when I say I'm spinning round, smoking glasses. It's a deep song, yo. It's by America. It's called The Tin Man. Yeah, check it out. So the Tin Man did some wild stuff too. We're gonna get into all of that. It's so much to uncover in this.
Yeah.
Because the wizard, he didn't even know where he was going. He couldn't even control the balloon. Isn't that funny? It's a weird ending. It's a weird way to end a great movie like that, right?
Yeah.
You're just floating off in the balloon saying, she's like, stop, wait. He's like, I don't know how. But he's supposed to be the wizard. He had so much knowledge, but he didn't know how to control the balloon. But he's of Oz. And guess who unloosed the rope to let it go?
Who?
It was the Tin Man. Got a picture of the Tin Man? The Tin Man did that. Somebody said, please play Tin Man. We can't. We get in trouble. We can play a little. Oh, somebody put the 10, like 1-0. That's good. I knew y'all was going to come alive.
Tin Man.
Heart, courage, brain. You need rhymes. Make a wish, snap your finger 3 times. Be gone. Story won't end the same. Yeah. He looks kind of scary in that. That's the old school one. Yeah, he had no heart. So the machinery was working back then because I did some research and y'all could too. So yeah, y'all feeling y'all coming in. I'm waiting for y'all to come in, Dorothy. Y'all don't tell her story. She was high. All right. We can't play the Tin Man because we get in trouble. You see, Wonderful Wizard of Oz, political allegory. Yep, exactly. So there's many theories of what happened then. There was a fight over gold back then.
Yeah,
gold and silver.
The political symbolism.
Yeah.
With the Tin Man representing the factories and factory workers.
And they had no heart.
Hmm.
And the lion was the writer. Who's the writer of it? He had no courage. He said, man, have the courage to put this down. You know, whoever was behind the whole thing. They was all missing these valuable things. And the straw man had no brains. Yo, they took my leg. They took my straw out. My legs are over there. They're over there. And they're over there. In the castle. We're going to go through this real slow. Come on. Peace. Hey, shout out to Peace God from the land of Oz, Chicago. No doubt. Shout out to Chi-Town, man. Chi-Town be coming through, man. It's love. That's love. We tune in. See when everybody's ready.
So there's political symbolism, personal symbolism, and then the journey in Oz.
Yeah.
The lion represents the politician. And then in the personal symbolism, the lion represents the inner child or self.
Yeah. You could draw it up. You could draw it up as, you know, as the lion being, you know, with no courage. Some people would say, you know, that's the country. You know, being lion, I know, you know, it's a symbol. No courage. And they said that the country, like the farmers, the workers, they had no brains. So back then they were saying it. And Toto was, I forgot, I suppose I took down that. And Toto was something to do with oil. And it was over land. They were walking through the gold. They was walking on the gold road. Notice it was black and white though when she was in the house, but then when she went to the land of Oz, it was all colorful, beautiful and colorful. Notice that. Yeah. It changed. It was like, here you are in Kansas, nothing, just whack. You know what I mean? But then when you go to sleep and you wake up in the land of Oz, then you have these characters there. The 10 minute. Oh, here I come. 10 minute is a Jewish last name. He's Scottish. Yeah. The straw man goes deeper. Yeah. When you start talking about that, we're gonna take our time with this. I just want to get everybody's thought on it real quick. See, all these movies and things, they what they call them? These are cult writers. They'll be part of these societies, right? Like Disney, when we know. And so when they write these movies, it's a trajectory into our imagination. And they kind of control us that way, or they tell their story, because some people write they enter in history through a pen. Yeah. And you could put spells through magic spells. That's why it's spelling, you know that on this show. Yeah. Through the pen and words and Disney knew actors.
That's why Disney had the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
And Mickey is a sorcerer in Fantasia.
Right. The hat. The wizard hat. That's right. And then on every show they show you the lion. Disney, what was that one? Brandon.
Lion King?
Nah. Before the cartoons, it used to be a lion. Just go roar.
Oh, you're talking about Golden Meyer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, what they fed us back then, you got that?
What?
Someone just sent me something. Is that you sending me that?
Nuh-uh.
Weird.
You sent me a code. I don't know what for. Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, exactly. They keep sending me codes. We're in the shadow phase of retrograde. Yeah, Lionsgate film. That's right. Tarzan, that was racist. And crazy. This guy just comes out of nowhere and goes to Africa and knows how to teach them about animals. They've been living there for years, and he raised up a monkey. Can talk to the monkey, but everybody around there didn't know anything about their own environment. So Tarzan just swings through there, and he knows everything. No, he knows everything about everything, and the natives didn't know anything about their own environment. They just know, watch that, that's cheetah. Pinocchio represents the pineal gland. If he lied, becoming a man, becomes a fool. Yeah, Pinocchio. They talked about that too, like Santa Claus, right? Parts of the brain.
The claustrum.
The claustrum, and all of those are symbolic images that they put up. Oh, Priest know a little something. Mm-hmm. I know a little something. You know what I mean?
I see you.
Yeah, they be. So yeah, Pinocchio. Remember, he lied. His nose grew in front of his head. So Wizard of Oz, we're gonna go through. We can go through a couple of them. Then you got Alice in Wonderland, which everyone know that's a trip. The rabbit down the hole, which goes all the way to the Matrix. That's exactly what those all connect. Yeah, I remember when Dorothy smacked. We're gonna get into that. Somebody said, "Remember when Dorothy smacked the shit out of the lion?" And it found out who he really was. But after they left Kansas, they ain't like Kansas no more. The wizard, the so-called good witch was the bad witch because she lied the whole time. First of all, what made Dorothy go back home? Think about that, AD. Well, how did Dorothy go back home? 3 times she had to do something. Make sure you hit that super chat.
Oh, no.
She had to click her heels 3 times, but that didn't send her home. It was her waving that wand over her head. So she brought that house down too.
Oh, yeah.
She was controlling that.
She was controlling the tornado.
Yes. She did all of that. She brought that house down, then had Dorothy kill the other one, the Green Witch. She did kill her. She threw water on her. She said, I'm melting, my world. Still got to get in that. She said, my world. They be saying little words, yo. When they said the golden spiral, rectangle.
Because water is a precious resource.
Well, I have Bishop Nathaniel. Man, on this Podcraft, we have anybody, yo. We had a lot of people that came through the Podcraft. And each time has always been a great build, you know. So I don't turn nothing down. Somebody said pure heart. Let y'all build
so,
right.
Gilda presents herself as a good witch, even though her motives are questionable.
Thank you.
As she never tells Dorothy that all she needs...
Glinda, right?
Yeah, all she needs are those ruby silver slippers.
Yeah.
And her 2 feet to take her home.
Yep. Guess what? She also told that the witch from the east... I keep forgetting. No, the witch from the west. That was the one that was alive, right? The witch from the east was the first one killed. So she also told her, what are you doing in my... She said, what are you doing here? You don't have no power here. She said, I'll get you. She came up to him. She said, ha! She laughed at her and said, you don't have no power. She said, matter of fact, you better get those shoes. She stopped. He said, you're right. She turned to get the shoes, and that witch made the shoes come off her feet and put it on top of Dorothy, and they fit perfectly. But check this out. It doesn't stop there, yo. When the witch went to go take it off her shoe, that witch that said she was good, she had the power over that. And she couldn't touch it. She couldn't touch it. but she was going to get the shoes first. The so-called good witch was controlling all of that the whole time. Make you think about it. Who was Oz? Who really was? Who was the Wizard of Oz? Witches of Toto Dodo. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's right there. Did Dorothy kill another one? Nah, she threw water on the other one. On the Wicked Witch from the east and the west. And she was from the north, I think.
So they're saying that political symbolism, that the wizard represents political leaders.
Okay.
Particularly any of the U.S. presidents during the late 19th century.
You could add that up, yeah.
And then there's the connection between ounce and OZ.
There you go. That's what I was trying to say. That's
silver versus gold, monetary metaphor.
There you go.
So Baum, the guy who made it, I guess, once claimed that Oz was simply taken from the OZ label of a filing cabinet.
The gold ounce. Yeah. That's what I was trying to... Don't OD. Just get in. Somebody said Kevin Spacey. Yeah, it's about to get in. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's one way to look at it. But there's layers to it. You got to pull back. So, also, I'll just give you this. So, not only was Captain Marvel, was it Captain? I don't know, Coach said it. It was not only the so-called wizard of Oz. He was also the gatekeeper. Remember the gatekeeper?
Yeah.
Gatekeeper also. So he was 3 people. Everybody else got 2, except 1. What's her name? Oh. Whatever happened to Auntie Anne? Because she been a witch that was under the house? No one ever saw her. No one ever told that story. Small hours, lower suspicion. Yeah, they thinking now. Somebody says silver is used to create storms on the earth. Elements.
We doing a Zoom thing today?
Yeah, who coming in?
Knowledge Born?
Yeah, tell them to come on in.
Okay, hold on.
The Emerald City. Yes. Oh, that's why it was coming in. Yeah, so, what was 1980 romantic comedy? Yeah, it's about to be on. Yeah. Except Annie Anne. Who was she? So Coach says all the main characters in Kansas were in Oz, except for the grandma. We know who the witch was. Or we don't know, K9, shout out to K9 in the building. Ozarks, yep. The Vatican, red shoes. Always, yeah, what the red symbolize. Always red. But they change it from silver to red. What about red? It's always that. The lady in red and the Matrix. Colors do a lot. Yeah, Dorothy's grandma, remember? Annie Anne. But we look at it, I'm looking, y'all. As a black man, we dream about people that we've lost. Stop me if I'm I'm like, yeah, but yep, that's true. We get to see them, but there's law in that. Tell me if anybody ever entered in. I mean, a lot of people fly, but I never really heard of somebody entering into a craft. Stop me, you know. Some things is just law. Here we go. Like if you drink paint, you can't live. The laws of nature. And there's spiritual things too. Yeah. So yeah, red ruby shoes. Somebody said it was the lower chakras. Then we got the Wiz also. Knowledge born in the building. We're going in today. Dorothy was knocked out. Yeah, during the tornado. Yeah, when she was looking out the window. What up? Indeed. How you be, man? What's good with you?
Hey, it's Mr. Universe. Y'all hear me all right?
All day.
Peace to the architect, AD. Architect D,
peace.
aka Architect D.
Hey.
Yeah.
Podcraft, the craft room. You understand?
What's
We're in the
good?
building, man. He's the Wiz and he lives in Oz.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said he's the Wiz and he lives in Oz.
Yeah, indeed.
Mhm.
Indeed.
I love this narrative because I always did a comparative analysis of the Wiz versus the Wizard of Oz because there are two different narratives at play.
Mm.
So one describes establishment and the other one describes how you leave the establishment.
Mm.
So
Right.
the time frame that's circulating with Frank and the land of Oz, they have a different significance for the Wizard of Oz versus the Wiz.
Right.
So the Wiz circa is in the 70s.
Yeah.
And it takes place in New York City. So
Old block.
the African American narrative of the Renaissance of New York City, all of the sights and the sounds and what was being popularized through that particular Renaissance period is encapsulated in the Wiz.
Right.
Now,
Nice.
it's a couple ways to look at it. Go ahead, Lord.
Nah, it's right there. You're right there. I'm about to open up the Wiz chamber because I was saying Wiz, you came in with it right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, right. So the narrative of the Wizard of Oz, it has a lot to do with government and the gold standard and the time period that it was in. So
Right.
you got the straw man, you got all of these other aspects that are there that are characters that in the fantasy world and the reality world, it was the same.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
There was no change between what was going on and you think about world domination and what was happening at that particular time period, world wars and all kind of stuff. And they're showing you something that looks like everything is peaceful, everything is good.
Hmm.
And we even know from the set that one of the quote unquote munchkins committed suicide in the You understand? While they were filming the train, he committed suicide.
Oh, right. It's dark even doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
So literally, this reality in regards to going from place to place and taking over and getting rid of people to take over, that's America's story. encapsulated in the Wiz. So they can go anywhere around the world and do what they need to do. So this World War time frame, the Wiz comes in around 78, the Gordon Parks era. You got a lot of the Renaissance that's taking place cinematically, and this adaptation from the play comes into the film form because it started as a play. So now you're looking at Harlem, you're looking at New York. And the funny thing I always thought with Priest is not even in this imagination dream world could a black person get a cab.
Word, right?
Look at
I was just talking about craft.
Look at the difference in comparison. Dorothy, she's still in her house when she's in the dream world. Right. So she's in her house and she lands on the witch versus Dorothy and the Wiz getting took up in the whirlwind,
right?
Returning back home. She doesn't have a home in the Wiz. That's not her home. So her homegoing is different. Mother Nature comes and scoops her up in this whirlwind.
Right.
And she breaks the sound barrier and lands in Oz.
Wow.
And when she lands in Oz, she lands on herself.
Duality.
So when you look at that, she's landing on herself and she's reuniting with her sisters and coming back home as a different person. She left wicked.
That's crazy.
She left as the wicked witch, and she's coming back into herself to dwell in the space of herself that she knew not.
So you saying Dorothy?
Yeah, Dorothy
was a witch. Was one of the witches. She's the last complete witch. Yeah. Here we go. You still with us? Completing the cipher. I knew it was four. Like the four corners. Where we at? You can't hear us?
Pardon me, Lord.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's returning back to herself. So when you start dealing with that from that aspect, you're talking about your high and your lower self. So when you're dealing in that lower aspect of yourself, the lower vibrational aspect of yourself, you're dealing in that malicious type of animalistic sort of nature versus your higher self. So there's a differentiation. And who does she meet first? She meets her sister, and her name is Miss One.
Right. So I gotta brush up on my whiz. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So she meets Miss One,
yeah.
Right? And there's no midgets in this place. Just little black children.
Right.
And the Parks Department is preventing them from accessing these aspects of recreation. Like there's a whole aspect in regards to the first scenes where we see Dorothy and the Wiz versus how we see Dorothy and how she's presented in a childlike fashion in The Wizard of Oz. So there's an innocence there versus a frightfulness. So you think about this powerful woman who forgets who she is and she leaves that space and comes into this world. She's in the regular world where she feels powerless, where she feels hopeless, where she's afraid of everything.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So this transformation is teaching her how to come back into herself. So if we look at it in the dream state and we deal with dream interpretation from that space, everybody and everything in your dream is huge.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So it gets a little different when you're looking at the dream interpretation in that space where you're looking at self from a myriad of angles and different manifestations of self.
Yeah.
So the first person she meets, she's with the Watoto, okay, little Toto.
Yeah.
That's one of the names for God. This is her God child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So down to it being the dog and God, and you understand
backwards.
Right. Because she's backwards.
That way. Yeah.
She's backwards and she's not of herself. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So she's in a space of rediscovery. So we spiritual beings having a human experience, right? We use the colloquials, right? So we're here to learn what particular lesson about that reconnection to the divine. So we come here with all of the information and we go through that womb, we break that sound barrier, right? And we forget everything. So now we spend the rest of our life seeking to remember what we forgot. So
you cooking.
She's here and she's a school teacher that's working with young people. Yeah, so she's a school teacher, right? She's a school teacher working with young people, and she doesn't have a home. She's living with her aunt and her uncle, and her aunt and her uncle are telling her to go out and live her life. So, the matriarch in the film is sitting at the table. Everybody's there for a holiday dinner, and everybody and their mother is up in there. They fit a whole bunch of people in this little brownstone apartment. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So it's all of the sights and sounds of home, and we never turned nobody away. We made it happen where it was nowhere. So it's giving an ode to that kind of setting. And the matriarch is like, don't worry about me. I want you to live your life. Because she sees things in her that she didn't have a chance to do in her life. So Dorothy, in that essence, completing another cipher with doing things that the matriarchs in her line didn't get a chance to do. So she's remorseful and she's regretful and she's afraid and she sees it, like the matriarch sees it in her. So she's telling her, like, don't worry about me. I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to be good. I need you to go live your life and experience life.
Right.
Not making the connection that she had already lived a life and she was tired of that life and she came to Earth to have another experience. And this experience for her, there's a longing in her to explore and to develop, yet she is apprehensive and she's making the excuse like, well, who's going to take care of you type of situation. Like oftentimes when we have that experience and there's nothing said about her mother or father. She's with her aunt and uncle. You see what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah.
These are other aspects that are there. And the same to say for Dorothy, she's with her aunt and uncle, but she's in a dream state. She's literally in the dream state. So she's dreaming about something other than her own experience.
Yeah.
Her own experience, she got a house. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so all of these things, like even the threats is fake. I'll get you and your little dog too. You see what I'm saying? So she's not in any real danger.
Right.
Versus, the wisdom, you see this wisdom out here.
Right.
How could it be a guy if this is wisdom? You see what I'm saying? But Oz represents strength. Y'all had the brother on here. You see what I'm saying? The Grandmaster, past Grandmaster. Gomar Oz-Dubar, wisdom, strength, and beauty. So when they got to Oz, this is what they saw. But along the way, they had to collect up the wisdom. So when the wisdom is going through this process, she only went out of the house after her godchild, Watoto, Toto. So she gets taken up in this whirlwind and she meets Miss One and she's trying to find her way back home. So the wisdom in her is telling her like, yo, Miss One is out here with the numbers. So she's dealing with the science and the numerology and she's breaking it down, right? But if you look at New York's history in regards to numbers, we remember the number runners and we remember how that protected Harlem and creating an economic system where, people didn't want. They were not in lack. You see what I'm saying? So they had a different kind of lifestyle. They was running the numbers. The numbers ran the whole infrastructure of the city.
Yeah, and the trains. Just want to add
Right, right.
that.
So now you're thinking about this whole thing being shut down.
Right.
So what the Parks Department is the governmental encroachment on recreation. So in this youthful state, she meets a part of herself that's happy, that's fun, that's cheery. So she goes from frightful and fearful to embracing that inner child. So this is where she has to start first. You see what I'm saying? So when they talk about returning, in order to go back to the kingdom, you have to return as a child. So she goes through the child kind of trimesters, state. She goes through that first stage of development all over again because she's born again. She passed through that womb space again, and broke the sound barrier and killed the former version of herself. So that set free and unlocked this childlike energy that she had suppressed all of this time. So this is where the mother and child relationship goes, because Dorothy is a child, a teenager in The Wizard of Oz versus this grown woman who teaches children in The Wiz.
Wow.
So these personages are different because the stories are different and the appearances are different. So now they do the whole number about the Wiz. You see what I'm saying? And this is like one of those early times where you hear a sister talking about the black man in a mystified way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this sister is like, oh, you ain't heard about the Wiz?
Right.
So she's telling her, the elder version is telling the younger version, sweet girl, let me tell you about the world and the way things are. See, you're from a different place, and I know you travel far. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So all of it is coded language and how she's speaking to her from mouth to ear to impart to her this process on how she's going to have to proceed. So these aspects that are presented with Dorothy and her Watoto on her path back to herself, her becoming who she once was, but a better version. This is what our life experiences are pulling us towards. We're supposed to have different experiences here in life. So the goal is not to have to repeat the lesson, not to have to come back and repeat the grade that you passed. So the children, this is Harlem Love, the choir and everybody doing everything that's there. And she gives her the shoes, and I heard the jewel. He was like, she put them shoes on, and them shoes fit. As to let you know this is her. This was natural. She didn't even think about it. You understand what I'm saying? So she was like, and don't you ever take off those shoes. So boom.
And
go ahead.
No, and the Wiz, what color were the shoes? The same? They still ruby or
Yeah.
All right.
And this is what gives her safe passage. This is why the Wiz sees her. Those shoes, right?
That's right.
So this is her foundation. This is her. You see what I'm saying? Because in the Great and Powerful Oz, there's a relationship between. You seen that joint?
The Great and Powerful Oz. I got to go back on that one. Yeah, the Great and Powerful. No, I didn't see that one.
It shows how Eveline became Eveline. She was in a relationship with the wizard. And,
wow,
he got at
That's
her
hard.
and they was doing their thing, right? They was
yeah.
doing their thing, but he liked the other sister, Glinda. He liked Glinda more than he liked Eveline.
Glinda, right.
So she became green with envy. She became green with envy. This is why that adaptation shows her as green. You see what I'm saying? So they're all connected. She had a red energy. And it changed. So that red energy that she had, Mabel King's character, who is Eveline in this other place, she has that energy. That's why she has the red on versus, the green personage.
Right.
So, that's something with an illusion for that as well. But she goes on this path searching for the yellow brick road.
Right.
So there's they're witches, right? And they're dealing with brick and brick dust and all of that, right? That's another American adaptation of voodoo with hoodoo, with the red brick dust, but they got gold, and gold is synonymous of the blood, so it's back with, red again. You see what I'm saying? So,
well, I got on today for the red rubies today. Word.
She's got that because she comes from this royal bloodline. So, ancestrally, there's a connection, and she's going back through these particular chambers of self-discovery. So she goes and she encounters first what's most dominant in her. Her fear. She has to face her fear first.
Right.
Because she was trying to retreat. Right, yeah. She was trying to retreat. Even after she took the shoes.
Right.
And she said she's going to go to the witch. She was still in a space of doubt. She was still in that dark, voided kind of space.
Right.
So she had came through the womb, but she had to come out of the womb from the darkness into the light. So she's coming out of that womb space, and she's traveling to Oz, okay? Wow. And on this path to Oz to see the wizard, her motivation is to go back home. So she encounters this scarecrow, this black man crucified.
Woo!
And he's depending on the people who the things that crucified him to get him down off of the cross.
Jim Crow?
Everything. All of it all together, connected. Wow. So now think about why he was put on the cross in the first place. This scarecrow is not scaring the crows away. In fact, he forgot who he was, so he's at the behest of those he was supposed to keep away from the crops. He know the crow anthem. He got to sing the crow song.
Can't win.
Right? Don't we don't we know our enemy's history greater than we know our own? You asked us something about ourselves we don't know. So this is one who was told that he didn't have the intellect, he didn't have what was necessary to get himself down, and he was dependent upon those who were leeching off of him. They told him, don't be reading. What are you reading for? You understand? That sounds familiar? Like, what are you reading for? You know what I'm saying? Like, he remembered the crow anthem and the crow song.
Right, go ahead.
But he's saying that he's telling the black woman that he don't got no brain.
Yeah.
He don't have no brain. He was standing the whole time and suspended in the air, and a force that was fierce enough that when the crows seen it, it would depart. That was the purpose of the scarecrow. You see what I'm saying? So his song versus the other crow song, the scarecrow song in The Wizard of Oz is completely different.
Right.
So Michael Jackson's song is You Can't Win. This is the crow's anthem.
Right.
There was no crows around the scarecrow and The Wizard of Oz.
Right.
The scarecrow was standing at his post doing his job. So, his song is kind of different. If I Only Had a Brain, if y'all remember that song, I would not be good for nothing. My head all full of stuffing. So this, he's telling you.
We can pull up some lyrics. Yeah, I like it. Go ahead.
What his purpose is as a brute. You see what I'm saying? He's out there as a brute. You don't need a brain to stay in that post.
Indeed.
You're just there as an enforcer of the law that's already established, because we're talking about an established law. This is man-made law versus natural law. So in Mike's case, it's something different. He's putting everything in there. He's telling you about the trap that he's in. You see what I'm saying? The reason why he's the scarecrow and why he's, being crucified. And he said, you can't win, you can't break even, and you can't get out of the game. Yeah. We know the game, right? We know the game, so the stories are different right here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is what the crows are telling him. So this is the story that he's telling himself, and this is the story that he knows. but it's not he. This is Dorothy. Dorothy's fearful. She's afraid. She's doubting her capabilities as if she doesn't know who she is. She doesn't have a brain.
Mm.
And all it took was Toto to run at them crows and they was gone. That's it. That's it. That little dog, right? That little dog, that little
Reveal
bit of
the God. Backwards,
right, that little bit of God. That was it, right? That little bit of God was all it took to move them. And he couldn't get off of this by himself. This is how we know we interconnected. He needed her to help him. She put him back together. She raised him from a dead level to a living perpendicular, so he could stand upright. He could stand on his square per se, right? So she brought him back. So she brought that aspect back of herself, and now they could ease on down the road. So the fear's gone. This is why that song is there together, you know, with easing on down the road.
Yeah.
You know, don't you carry nothing that might be a load. So they're traveling light. You understand what I'm saying? They're traveling light. So that's a reference in some spaces, if you understand what that is.
Traveling light, the gold.
Right. Right.
Oh, that's hard. Right. That's hard. Yeah.
Right. So what direction is the sun traveling and all of that? You see what I'm saying? So this rising sun and it's traveling, you know. But she doesn't find the yellow brick road until she frees that part of herself.
Right.
So as she's freeing aspects of herself, other things are being revealed. So they're easing on down the road. Now, the difference was in The Wizard of Oz, they had that other song, follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah, follow. Yeah, how you going to follow a road? Yeah, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a different thing. So one's easing on down the road, and the other one is following the yellow brick road. So it's telling those ones in that experience, this is already established for you. You don't have to do anything new.
Right.
All you got to do is follow these directions. So follow this yellow brick road, this path that's laid out for you. Meanwhile, they get up to the taxi, and the taxi rolled out. I was like, damn, not like this is fake New York. You can't get a cab, and you still can't get a cab in your dream. Like not even in your dreams you get the cab. You see what I'm saying?
That's, man, you're killing it. Yeah.
Right. So with that part of herself, the part that supposedly not had a brain, she was able to follow. He saw the way. He saw the way. So he was there to open the way. I got a reference too. So they ease on down the road. At first, he couldn't walk. You see what I'm saying? So he had to take it, one step at a time, huh?
Right.
I got a song called One Step. The first here. So he had that one step, and he was like, ease on down. Ease on down. So they had that all together, and they were traveling together. So she's collecting up aspects of herself along the way. So she got her head straight, right? Her ories intact. Her head's in place, right? And she's looking to explore.
Right.
So she goes to the next place, and the next place is where her heart is, right? And Coney Island. And Coney Island, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So we talking about that heart place. So she's in this heart place, and she sees the aspect of her heart trapped. The aspect of her heart is trapped. They find Nipsey Russell's character under this woman, a teenie, right?
Right. Killing it.
So her heart is trapped in another part of herself, and she's not connected to it anymore.
Right.
So she has to free that heart. She has to open up that heart to be able to see from that perspective. So her head and her heart have to be aligned. They were misaligned. She might have wanted to do something, but she was always stopping herself. So this is an aspect of that versus the Wizard of Oz,
killing them.
They're in the forest.
Yeah.
And the Tin Man is an aversion to nature in that aspect. Chopping down the tree.
Right. Wow.
You know, like, so that aspect against nature, you know, he's there with an axe. He's there with an axe, right? So there's no changing. Right. He's there with an axe. He has an implement. He has a tool. He got a working tool to be able to do what he needs to do.
Right.
This Tin Man is stuck.
Yep.
You understand? Like, he's stuck in an oppressive state, and he has to get free. And then he's rusted, atrophied. You see what I'm saying? So he needs some oil. So he like, slide some oil to me. You understand what I'm saying? He said, slide some oil to me, and then he said, let me lubricate my mind.
Wow.
So your heart and your head, the brain and the heart is connected. It's the same in this aspect that we're looking at it. So even when we read about the heart, it's really talking about the mind. As a man thinketh in his heart, so shall it be. Yeah. So that's his mind. That heart and mind will become one. You see what I'm saying? So you see one in an oppressive state, and you see one in a dominant position as an aversion against nature. They're not showing the same. So now the head's there and the heart's there. And he's saying that he don't have no heart. So they show this black man. They show one black man crucified and another black man as a womanizer. You understand?
Right. Yeah, exactly. I'm on the whiz, man. Yeah.
Right. So he's like, they showing him like a womanizer, a ladies' man, but all of his choices become matters of a heart that was not something that was designed for. So he opened up his chest and there's no heart.
Right.
So they're like, oh, we're going to see the Wiz, and he's going to help me get back home, and he's going to give me a brain. Maybe he can help you get a heart.
Word.
And he's singing the song like, what could I do if I could feel? So we looking, and we was talking about music and all kind of stuff like that. So the music is that heartbeat, that pulse. You see what I'm saying? And how it's vibrating and the vibratory rates. And you look at Mr. Universe, for instance, and how you set it up and how that delivery was, it's hitting people in their heart and people hitting people in their head. So there's no distraction from the artificial drum. There's a real drum. Your real heartbeat is being engaged. You see what I'm saying? Your real heartbeat is being engaged in this aspect. So you have clarity of mind and focus. You got meditative sorts of tones where people can meditate without the subliminal seduction. You creating another universe, Mr. Universe. So boom, we connecting this all together because this is how he was feeling. And once he had got lubricated, his mind got lubricated, his body began to animate and move. He was dancing. He was dancing. You seen him with the top hat. That's how he was doing what he was doing. So what was being communicated through the film about the power of the voice tone of the black man and how that was able to captivate the women, okay?
Right.
We saw the clip with James Brown, right? It was like, well, how come you're such a... He said, well, ladies, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a natural phenomenon. And we saw many of our greats who are now ancestors meet their demise in the music biz behind that. Rest in peace, Granddaddy IU. You see what I'm saying? In that same kind of space. You know, Sam Cooke, you know, Al Green with the grits, and you
Al Green's
understand
still
what I'm
alive?
saying? Like, yeah,
Right.
what I'm saying with the grits, you know, the
He got
instant,
he did.
you know, yeah, behind it, you know, these different types of significances for, you know, it's a woman type of situation, you know. So
the real talk.
These things are connected. So this Renaissance is showing real life instances in a more palatable fashion, but a unification of them all. So things that you have to shrug off as a part of your existence, no different than, you know, a snake shedding its skin, or you going from the caterpillar to the cocoon and coming out of the cocoon as the butterfly. Does the butterfly even remember that it was a caterpillar, or the time that it was in that cocoon space? And every caterpillar has the potential to become a butterfly, but every caterpillar does not transform into a butterfly. So these are all processes that we're looking at with these stages of development that, you know, Dorothy is there, you know, showing this before us. So they go from the head and the heart. And now that the heart is unlocked and it's open, you got to get some real heart, some intestinal fortitude. Beautiful. You got to get the courage. You have to go back to that royal lineage. Once you wake up to, you know, who you are, you have to act on it. So now there's still some apprehension in between. The head and the heart are coming together, but you still have to have the courage to act. So now we see this black man who I think, you know, was, for all intents and purposes, it was a little other something going on that was being communicated. But this is the lion, right?
Yeah.
Who was doing a little lion.
Yeah, he did. You know, he did, but he probably just tell too much. Yeah.
Right. So it's too much going on.
Right.
So when I seen that, I was like, they're communicating some other type of stuff right here.
Right.
But, you know, for all intents and purposes, you know, shout out to the Leo on the screen. You understand what I'm saying? The lion and the pride. You see what I'm saying? So you see the pride going through in that particular space. So the king of the jungle is afraid to rule. And is hiding out so he does not get discovered. So this aspect of her, she was fearful of going ahead and living her life and, you know, using that womb space of that brownstone in her regular life to as a shelter so she wouldn't be found out. So her and the Wiz had a similar story.
Beautiful.
So that aspect of her, right? But we'll get to that in a second. So, you know, this bravado that we see from a lot of the young folk that are out here, you know, they got that rough exterior and soft interior. So they got the rough, they out here, they fighting, they shooting, and all of these other things that's going on. And on the inside, they're doing that to protect themselves. This becomes like a defense mechanism, so nobody discovers how afraid they are. So, you know, they got the tool, and we outside, and we looking for the ops and all of that stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a tale that I saw in one of the Bruce Lee adaptations. You know, it used to be called The Silent Flute, and it changes into The Circle of Iron. And David Carradine's in the film, and he plays about 4 or 5 different people.
Right.
And James, what's his name? One of Bruce Lee's students is the protagonist in the film. And David Carradine plays the sage, and he says the way of the monkey is to play the fool.
Right.
While you laugh at his antics.
Right.
Bite you from behind. He says, unmask his ego, and you will find a coward disguised as a monkey. So this other aspect in regards to this, you know, bravado and tough exterior, the interior is bruised, so it's lashing out to protect itself. So this mean old lion, tirade that the lion is on, you see what I'm saying? He's lying. This lion right here.
Yeah, he's lying. Yeah, exactly.
Right. He's doing this to protect himself. So thinking that if I do this way, nobody will figure out, I'm really afraid. So
Why
this
the fuck
is an
you
aspect
lying?
of Dorothy that
Why
she
you-
needs to master.
Right.
So who reveals that he's a coward? Toto again.
Word.
So the mind frame has to be clear, like the heart has to be clear and open and prepared to receive the instructions on the path. So this other lion that they show in The Wizard of Oz, he's crying in one of the joints. You see what I'm saying? Like he's crying and he's going through all of this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
So there's a place for that. There's a place for that, on the path to self-discovery, on the path to self-mastery, to, shed some tears, because those tears are purification for the heart and the soul. There's a part of it. I heard the architect, speaking about the water. You see what I'm saying? And, how much a percentage of the body is, water. How much of the earth's surface is approximately covered in water, So for those who know, that's what, there's an illusion there. So you got this, lion that's accompanying them on the path, that's looking for courage. So if you're out here looking for courage, you're going to be put in situations that's going to test your courage. That's going to test your heart. That's going to test your head. And all of these things are there to remind you of what's in you, your capabilities. You see what I'm saying? Not to stifle you. But if you let it, it will stifle you. But it'll show you who you are in those instances. In every instance, for the one who said they didn't have a brain or didn't have a heart or didn't have any courage, those, disillusions that they had betrayed them. So the one who needed to figure out everything was the one that said he didn't have a brain. The one who said he didn't have no compassion and he couldn't feel, his tears had woke them up. His tears, you see what I'm saying? So
right.
There's a communication between the head and the heart to feel like, hey, think about the teeny, and in the next scene, because they go out there to the stroll. I said, what in the world is going on, yo?
Wait. What was that? What was that?
They up there in the red light district type of situation in the next scene.
See, I gotta, I gotta go back and see I'm watching The Wiz tonight, man.
Yeah, they're in the poppy fields. They in the trap. They in the trap house. They showing the trap house. They not showing. I'm like, yo, they didn't do them like this in The Wizard of Oz. You know what I'm saying? They in the trap house. You got the, the sisters out there. That shit look like 42nd Street. Look like 30. You know what I'm saying? Like so there's a bunch of stuff that's going on, and they messed around and got they got pulled into the game.
Oz was hot.
Before they even got the Oz, they're on the way. They got pulled into the game, so they're in the game.
Right.
Like, and Dorothy like, yeah, let's go.
Right.
So,
all the witches.
Man. Wait. Her and who was it? Her and the Scarecrow? No, not the Scarecrow. Her and the Tin Man. No, her and the Lion. Her and the Lion is there. So Dorothy and the one with no courage. And the mother two is like, nah, we don't want no parts of that. So the head and the heart is still straight.
Right.
So they go get tossed up. So they laid out in the poppy fields of all places. No different than the poppy fields that they showed in The Wizard of Oz, but they didn't show no host stroll for the Wizard of Oz, but they had that with the Wiz, so that'll show you a little something. So they get done up and they laid out, and the Scarecrow and the Tin Man think they dead because they laid out. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So they like, how we gonna get to the wins now? So they perplexed, and the Scarecrow remembered when he thought about that woman, he started crying.
Right.
So he was like, think about Teeny. He's like, a Teeny, remember a Teeny? So he's like, a Teeny. So he started distilling.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So he started distilling, and that waked them up out of the slumber that they in. Mm-hmm. So even if you got it together, there's still moments that can happen in your existence that'll have you laid out. And your head and your heart, or something that's close to your head and your heart, has to bring you back from that slumber to wake you up out of that slumber. So that passion, that compassion, you see what I'm saying? We face adversity in life and all of these things. So what aspects of these challenges are there for us to be able to, bring ourselves back from that slumber state and continue on, on this journey, on this path? So these are the aspects right there connected to that. And then they get to Emerald City. They get to Emerald City. They get to the land of Oz, and now everybody's journey is connected. So it's showing you in different personages that you have to be together in order for you to be successful on your journey. So now there are going to be different stops and way stations along the way to prepare you to complete this mission, this task that you want. So no different than the gestation period in the womb. You go through these trimesters, so you go through these different trials and tribulations in life to prepare you, to show you what you're made of. They aren't to, preclude you or stop you. They're there to show you who you are and what you're made of. So this aspect right here is them going into the place of strength, because Oz is strength. Gumar Az Zubar, right? Wisdom, strength, and beauty. God. So they're in the land of Oz.
I was thinking about that. Right. It's dope. Good.
So they're there, and this is God, where wisdom is present, where strength is present, where beauty is present. These are the things that we marvel at, and how we know we come from this created space. You see what I'm saying? We come from this grand architect of the universe. So they have it out here, and it looks immaculate. It looks immaculate. So they're there. They ain't never seen nothing like this in their life. So they look and they're like, oh man. So it looks alluring on purpose. So think about all of the trials and tribulations that you go through in your life, and then somebody comes with something that looks amazing. You know what I mean? Like what's my man name? I had him on here. Jesse Lee Peterson. He'd be like, amazing. Yeah. He's like, amazing. Right? So, so they're there in this wonderment. And this wonderment looks like it's the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life. Mm-hmm. But it's a trap. It's a trap. So you literally get to this, you did all of this fighting to get to this destination, and when you're there, there's nothing there. It just looks good. It looked good from a distance. There's nothing really for you there. It's just a way station for you to continue on. So you're looking at your goal, and you reach your goal. Like, we used to see Rocky run up the mountain. He at the end of the mountain, and he run up those steps.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? So he running up the steps. He got that last, gust and sprint in him.
Yeah.
Right. So he running up there, and he's celebrating. He's reaching the summit of the mountain, but he still got to get down the mountain. That's a mountain for him to climb so he can prepare for battle. You see what I'm saying? So, we got the hero's journey in the literary pieces, and we know that got a significance with the Nile Valley culture, Nile Valley society, where it's popularized that. Right. So we see that hero's journey type of situation in the land of strength. So they go there to find that strength to be able to go into battle.
Kurt Cobain said, "Knowledge born, can I be your student?" You going in tonight, Lord? You going in? You going in?
Hey, hey.
I heard a bill like this before.
So this is the aspect of them going in to Oz, and the person that's controlling Oz is a trickster. So this aspect of it is showing that correlation what I stated earlier between Dorothy and the Wiz. So they're like, oh, I'm about to get the answer to all my questions, the great and powerful Oz. So even that other film that's in the middle is kind of misleading, the great and powerful Oz. So he used trickery and deception in order to, rule over the people. But in that place where he is so powerful and so great, he has to hide. So that's a prison for him. And it's a prison for them. So he's in a prison. So the thing that you could want and covet the most in your life could be your prison. You're like, all right, this is what I wanted my whole life. Now, you in servitude to that, and you can't rise any higher than that. Mm-hmm. You're stuck right there. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what you wanted, So they see these immaculately dressed, brothers and sisters, and they singing these songs, and they got different adaptations, and they're being led by a voice that's unseen to the world. Mm. So they're in red, they're in green, they're in gold. Mm-hmm. And they're showing these different manifestations. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And the only thing that gets her access to this higher level is her slippers.
Wow.
So this denotes that she is someone who is powerful enough for to do what he couldn't do, because he couldn't get rid of Evelyn. So he found someone that could do it for them. In that, I was thinking about, what was I thinking? Batman. You seen the Dark Knight series? Did y'all ever go in on the Dark Knight series?
AD?
No, we didn't really go there yet.
Nah. I wish Solomon was here, yo. That's his Batman. Yeah.
I know Solomon about come back up there with the Batman joint.
Yeah,
there's a illusion. If y'all saw Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises, there's a connection that comes back kind of full circle. Yeah. In that, I think that's one of Christopher Nolan's greatest series right there. So there's a quote from the guy that speaks for Rasul. He's talking about deception and theatricality is how the ninjas move, because he's teaching them, about the path of the ninja, because this is where Batman or Bruce Wayne goes to go study.
Right.
So the illusion of this almighty and powerful Oz, and Oz denoting strength, is based upon the participation of the inhabitants not understanding that this is a farce. So the strength, even with government, one of the gods was building on government and said, govern your mental. You see what I'm saying? Controlling your mind. So they're in a space of mind control, and at the behest of this, invisible power that seems and appears to be great and powerful. But literally, the man behind the curtain is a coward. So we'll get to that. But I wanted to make that reference to Batman because he was talking about deception and theatricality. So when he tried it against somebody who was initiated versus the uninitiated, it didn't work. So, he revealed Batman for who he truly was, just as, the Joker did. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And what's his name? Scarecrow, as a matter of fact. So
Wow.
they're all, points. So I saved that for the son of the sun. My Gemini brother.
Yeah.
Wreck out on that. But
yeah, both of y'all Geminis. Yeah.
Right. So that deception is how, and even in The Great and Powerful Oz, if y'all seen that film, that's how he becomes Oz. Like that's his journey. Like he's a shyster. Like he's a charlatan. You see what I'm saying? And he comes into Oz and he sneaks his way, between the witches, and then, the Wicked Witch of the West comes in to bring terror on Oz. He uses deception and theatricality. So this is artificial law versus natural law. She's wielding the power of natural law as the matriarch. So this is, there's an illusion. That's a whole thing by itself. You see what I'm saying? So she's even perceived and called a witch as a misnomer. And then evil is associated with her because she's a witch. And then if you know real life, the witch trials of Salem and all of those things, you see what I'm saying? Like they were literally killing women and all that. That's the worst thing you ever wanted to be called in this quote unquote civilized society was a witch. You see what I'm saying? So who's being demonized? Which culture is being demonized? In regards to the healers, in regards to the medicine woman, or you see what I'm saying? There's all kinds of illusions that go along with that exist and span through ancient cultures that are now being thwarted by misnomers being attached to and associated with something that's natural.
Sound like Thriller. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, they got the whole Oz situation and he's like, what do you want? You see what I'm saying? Like he's a genie or something. You see what I'm saying? And I'm here and, and I want to go home and, great powerful Oz. I want the blah, 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 blah. That everybody's asking. And he asked the lion and the lion about to haul ass about it and joint. You understand what I'm saying?
Word.
Running. Like,
that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so in this phase where you looking for what you want, you're still being tested. You see what I'm saying? You're still being tested. So they come face to face with, this force that can grant them everything that they desire, their heart's desire, right?
Right.
Funny. And there's still an aspect of her that's afraid. So her courage takes off running in that instance.
Yeah.
So they tell him, well, the Oz tells them that they have to go and fight.
What's that sound effect? Farmer Lord. I moved my phone for a minute. No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm in the spaceship. I'm in the rocket ship.
Yeah.
I'm in the rocket ship.
Hey, the crab, you going in, Lord? You going in? You going in?
Yeah. That aspect of them setting out, back into New York to find the Wicked Witch of the West.
Ooh,
so
frequencies.
Now, all of these things are connecting, and they realize that they're all in this together because everybody is looking for what they want. Similar to the functionality in the body, they all agree because they need you in optimal position. You see what I'm saying? So everybody has to be aligned. Nobody can be misaligned in that instance in order to get this done. So now you face to face with your goal, your dream, your aspiration. It's going to take all of you in order to accomplish it. You can see it, right? You can actualize it, but it's still going to take some work.
Right.
So, they go through, this other process and they see a voodoo man. You see what I'm saying? They see leg bomb, in the subway type situation. And then there's a whole bunch of things that come to life now because you made a declaration. Now think about this. Now when you make a declaration, it's something easy. An example, you're like, hey, I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes or something like that. We'll deal with advice, right? Like you say, I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes.
Right.
And as soon as you make that declaration, every reason for you to smoke a cigarette comes tumbling at you. So now that's not an instance to be like, I need to smoke more cigarettes. It's a reminder that you can walk right past that and say, I'm good. I don't need a cigarette. I need to deal with whatever is making me smoke cigarettes. So you have to confront it face to face. So on that path that they were going, that path was ensuring that they had what it takes in order to get to evenly, because that was their goal. So they're, they running for their life and all that, and they show the interest of Eveline. And how could somebody who's supposed to be evil, you got evil one way, you got to live the other way. Her song is "Don't Nobody Bring Me No Bad News." If she's supposed to be evil, she ain't want to hear no bad news, because she received the bad news, and the bad news is that she and the Wiz ain't together no more. So she depressed. She in a state of depression, and she's punishing herself. So those aspects of herself that's working, who ain't never had a vacation or a break, they working nonstop. You see what I'm saying? They're working nonstop. Like those aspects of our emotions, when we're going through things, we get stuck there. And we work in that constant overload. So she can't take no bad news. Because in the song she says, because I'll make you an offer, child, that you cannot refuse. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there are aspects to that, to where now, if you're coming with this, and when you're in that state, this is where you're most susceptible to a deal being made. Many of us are operating out of desperation. You see what I'm saying? So when they shut the world down, they was coming with what the lessons say, God. The trader made an interorientation, saying they would receive more gold for their labor, more than they were owning in their own country. So now, all that needed to be introduced in that situation was lack, because you're in a state of despair. So more gold versus gold. Because, y'all was talking about gold and this relationship to the gold standard.
Yeah.
And, they're all things that are all connected. So did they receive more gold? No. The trader disappeared and there was no one left to speak their language. After they dealt with these aspects of Eveline, evil meaning live, after they passed that test, they had a brand new day. They were reborn. They got the Luther Vandross song, and they transformed from one state, from the moth and not the moth, the butterfly in the cocoon state, to the butterfly. They were beautiful butterflies. You see what I'm saying? They're all connected. So on that journey, on that path, they was tried, they was tested, they were offered things and they refused them. Even to the point where they was getting tortured, and they was like, don't give up them shoes. No matter what you do, don't give up them shoes. Right. Don't stop standing firm on your square. Don't remember who you are. When adversity comes, remember who you are. Don't retreat from it. Don't run from it. Face it head on. Remember, you're not in this by yourself. These are all aspects that are there. This is what's being communicated. And that was a final test for that aspect. So after she flushed that down the toilet, there's an ascension that takes place. There's a rebirth that's taking place. So she's no longer this afraid character who was afraid to leave the matriarch's house to build her own house, to build her own life, that went through all of these trials and tribulations to get to this point. She can live now. It's no longer evil. She's no longer afraid of it. You see what I'm saying? So this an analogy going from one place to another. She's no longer evil. She can live now. Now, how many people are alive, but they never live? They looking at living good as evil.
Right. Oh.
You see what I'm saying? And then they got what they call it nowadays, imposter syndrome. So they don't think that they worthy of, a good life. They're not worthy of living. They're not good enough to live. You see what I'm saying? We seen that aspect, earlier in the day. How important it is to live. But if you see how you live is evil, every single breath that you take is hell. So if you in this state where you going through some things and you feel like it's hopeless, you in the state of despair, you're susceptible to these thoughts to say, I don't want to be here no more. You see what I'm saying? When Big had that joint, I don't want to live no more. Sometimes I feel death knocking at my front door. You see what I'm saying? So that he had suicidal thoughts. Pac had death around the corner. You see what I'm saying? Like pain, all of these aspects, and then no more pain.
Wow.
So understand these spaces that some of your loved ones, and even maybe yourself, you're dealing with some of these aspects, what the reality really looks like for them. We can't just gloss over that and pass by that. We deal with loss, we deal with pain, and everybody deals with it differently. So we got to look at those aspects, wholeheartedly. We don't know what anybody's going through. So we have a little grace, we have a little mercy, because you can't really show love. Because if you're in a state of oppression, you can say you got love for somebody, but you can't love nobody in that state. If you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you got food, water, sex, and then above that you got love. If you're struggling to provide food and water,
that's real.
You see what I'm saying? You trying to figure out how to get with those hierarchy of needs, and you looking at that self-actualization is the highest. You can't actualize self in the state where you struggling for food and water, food, clothing, and shelter. Right. You can't actualize. You're not in a state of love. You're in a state of resentment because you're in lack. So these things become plaguing. Think about doing this over time. Look at the people who live long enough to see all of these changes that happen every single day of their life, witnessing these things through their God mind is hell. Versus if you're in a dominant position, every day is heaven. You're like, what are you talking about? Inflation and all that shit. That shit don't exist to some people. They're like, what is this? They signing laws into bills into law that you like, what is this? Like, who gonna pay these bills? They're like, how does a bill become a law? Like, these bills come due. Who gonna pay these bills? They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, they in that position to where it doesn't matter. They don't care. They don't care. So these aspects that are being shown in the films, in both of these films, have real life significances and your cultural representation to show you. So this last part is they have a rebirth, and now they're celebrating. Okay, they're celebrating. They're like, yeah, we did that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And they accomplished the goal that they set out, and now they're heading back. And this great and powerful Oz, all of the stuff that they saw at the beginning, it ain't there no more. Everybody done. There's nobody going around and adorning clothes and no stuff like that. So they get to see the man behind the curtain.
Right.
They get to see the man behind the curtain. You see what I'm saying? They get to see Oz, and Richard Pryor was a perfect character for that. With the frightfulness that embodies this particular character,
right?
And the schizophrenic type of look with the facial features and all of that. All right, you found me out. I'm a fraud. Don't hurt me. Like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sleepy Eye watched her.
Right. and Diana Ross is like, you a coward. They're like, man, like we just went and did all of this. So you're looking because you're like, okay, now I'm gonna get all of the answers and I'm gonna get what I need from this. You're putting more stock in this than you are putting in yourself. You're not looking at the journey. that you went through. To remember who you are and your capabilities, you're putting more stock in these external things versus acknowledging this internal.
Indeed.
And this can lead you to this state of depression. But they had this rebirth and this transformation. And in this rebirth and transformation of Dorothy, there was one step that was left. There was one step that was left. And the Wiz couldn't give it to her because he wasn't the Wiz.
Ooh.
He wasn't the Wiz.
Moms all night.
She was the Wiz. So she had the power for everything, her whole self. She just had to come to the realization of who she was and the power that she possessed. So she goes to every aspect of herself and she says to the scarecrow, like, you smarter than all of us. You figured out everything along the way. Every time it got tough, you had that. Boom.
Yeah.
So she goes to her heart.
My legs
she
over there.
Right.
My legs over there.
Yeah. You show my heart, right? She's talking to her heart. She's having, divine conversations with aspects of herself. She's talking to her heart and told her heart that you this functionality, you embody it. This is you. You see what I'm saying? And then she goes to the lion. And she tells the lion, you're a lion.
Right.
Be a lion. You understand what I'm saying? She's like, you're a lion. Be a lion. He had his song. His song was a mean old lion. Her song for that courage in herself and for everybody that's listening is that you're a lion. Be a lion.
There you go.
Have that courage in the face of adversity, to continue to rise up. Like greatness is on the other side. You see what I'm saying? You're a lion. Be a lion. So, and she gets back to this aspect of self. Like she took care of everybody else. Now she has to deal with herself. And the aspect of her higher self, the good witch, Lena Horne of all. You understand?
Wow.
Lena Horne comes in and she's the good witch. She's Glinda, right? So she comes in and she told her, she gave her that crown glory because it was still, even after all of that, there was still a small aspect of her that didn't believe in herself, even after all of that. And that's what that aspect of the Wiz represented. There was a part of her that thought that she was a fraud, that she didn't deserve to be where she was, even though she worked for where she was supposed to be at. We suffer from that crisis of identity, our identity in crisis. We don't think we belong in certain spaces and places, so we're not comfortable there. There's a scene in The Wire where Marlo, and he's out the game. And he had the throne, he was the king. He was out the game for like 10 minutes, and everybody had forgot him. He was in the party with all of the movers and the shakers. He got off scot-free. You know what I'm saying? Chrys did the bid. Nothing's tied back to him. He just had to leave the game. He left the game, and he's in there with Levy, and he's like, I want to introduce you to some people and blah, blah, blah. So he's paid. He's in the space where he's not in lack. He's supposed to be in the space of self-actualization in regards to the hierarchy of needs. But he feels uncomfortable in that place, like he don't belong there. So he returns back to the streets. So he's out there in the streets and he walks up to a dude and he asks him, he said, do you know who I am? He like, dude, like, who the F is you?
Right.
The streets have forgot him that quick.
Right.
The streets have forgot him that quick. You understand? Like, it was really like that. It really had forgot him that quick. And that was it. So he was done with that. So he had to try to prove it to himself that he was still that person that he never was. So that aspect of her in that little space of doubt, that little bit of doubt had crept back in no matter what she had went through, no matter what she had accomplished. So that was, par for the course for this part of culminating and coming back together. So with her sister or her higher aspect of herself, she was able to go back home. She was like, "You mean it? I could go home anytime that I wanted?"
Right.
So that reminder that was on her feet, her standing, on her square, standing in that space of truth, remembering who she was, putting everything back in order, coming back into herself is what she needed in order to go back home. And in that space, if you know who you are, anywhere is your home. What Rakim say, it ain't where you from, it's where you at.
Yeah.
In the ghetto, even in the ghetto. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's smiling. So that culminating space right there is her coming back into herself. And when she came back, she grabbed up Toto and she went in the house. So now there's a different kind of thing. The connection comes back together, and the narrative becomes something practical that you can use in life. When trials and tribulations come, adversity comes, you're still in a space where you can elevate and you can grow. So I just wanted to leave it with that note. You know what I mean?
Damn. Yo, hold up. You destroyed this. You destroyed. Yo, I can't. Oz, how long you been doing Oz? Because you just opened up the great and powerful mystical Oz. You opened the door on it. Man, that was great. That was great. That was a great bill right there. Dag, how you bring it all into center to self. Man, take some notes. Y'all be paying for these movies and going watching these movies and talk about, that was a good movie. I can't wait to see another one cut and not get nothing from it. That was an ill breakdown, Lord.
Word, they're telling you stories. You see what I'm saying? They're supplanting things into your, conscious and subconscious mind. So, a remedy for that affliction is Mr. Universe. We got Mr. Universe, we got Mother, we got all of Priest projects, everything that he ever put out. You see what I'm saying?
Indeed.
The Wu-Tang is one of the reasons where I started to listen and decode lyrics, and that got me to looking, beyond the veil to a lot of things behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying? So some things is drawn up in the fine mister, which the neck that I can hardly detect. And some things is, beneath the surface. So it's out there. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Shout out to the Architect D, AD Architect D over here in the building.
Yeah,
with the Podcraft, the craft room and everybody. I know he's doing what he got to do.
Indeed.
Shout out to my brother Kai Zodiac, man, in the Royal Priesthood, man. So,
hey.
Lord, man.
Kai Zodiac, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, that's hard. Shout out to Brooklyn Bay. Yo, that was incredible. Great knowledge born came through and you killed it tonight, man. That's exactly what I wanted to get to, some meat to it. You brought out the meat and that's it. See, that inspired me just to go back and just do music. You know what I mean? We're gonna play something good tonight, For real. Shout out to Brooklyn Baby. Word. Says paying for movie. Yeah. I'm saying, man, y'all gotta pick up something from these. That was crazy. Your knowledge born. Every time you come through, you drop something that's like, wow. And you bring it all into, you got an incredible gift with that. Yeah, incredible gift when you speak. It's like inside of it, you can see the golden, you can feel the golden oil. Like, word, it's deep. Nice. Word. So we're gonna move on. And we're going to get to, because we got to get up out of here in a minute. That was great. And you want to stick around for the music with us, or?
Yeah, if I could.
Yeah.
I could bounce.
Okay. All right. Stick around. So, AD, we can move on to the music now.
Yeah.
The wisdom of Oz. Yo, that was crazy. The wisdom of Oz. Oz female, yo. It's a lady. Yo, you dropped
Oz is strength.
Oz.
Oz is strength. That's what I got. That was cool.
Okay.
Who you know stronger than a woman? You bearing children?
Yeah.
You got women in your womb in gestation? You quintuplets and octuplets and all that? We stub our toe, we out the game, brother.
Yeah.
we
Did
got a headache.
Did you just say strength? Or you just I got strength. I got a light. You know what I mean? He's just like, that was good though. All right, let's go.
All right, we go into the part of the show that we call song promotions.
Should be great tonight.
Song promotions.
Hey, the playback worked this time too.
Oh yeah. You can hear? You can hear? Knowledge Born?
No, he wouldn't be able to hear it on his end. But I'm gonna set it up so he can hear the music right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna share the screen. Boom, boom. Yeah. Let me make sure he can hear music. Share sound. Alright, now we're gonna do so he can pop up right here. Alright, main screen. Boom. 1 second. Let's take it back here. And all right, let's go. The first submission is from DJ Aurora Borealis. It's called The Rapper, Black Messiah, Black Soup.
Oh, Aurora. Aurora.
Black plan. Yeah, what you did with you all in my face like a bitch. You talk too much about me like you stuck on this. The big dark skin, 5 too dark, stalk with a pop, ice grill in your whole fit to go straight from the top. Check out the wild star, rap direction, pro-black plan. He's a fake cat, falling from the top of the land and can't meditate. Yep.
Set up.
I do this shit for real,
So like
man.
a West Side beat.
Hold out.
It's dark, definitely dark.
Black Messiah, the cremator. Yeah. Come with your sentence, how we gotta survive. Nowadays it's at us, so our baby's on the line. Striving for elevation, not enough jobs to be taken. So now they run my case like Perry Mason. He doesn't want me know how filthy he is in all his affairs. He's afraid I learned about him running from my square. Run him like the hard Arabian desert, back into the caves till that ass get discovered. But back to meditation, the cream is no faking. I guess I sang drugs and tried to make it. Lord, please forgive me for my sins. Deadly ambition runs deep to kill again.
Wicked sin, wicked men. Wick on the track, giving it that wicked spin. Pro-black, that's a fact, rip a limb. Arm, leg, arm, head with a tilted brim. Rooftop, eye on the scope, it ain't no hope. Soup hot, swallow it down, burning your throat. 2 shots, burning them down, bringing the smoke. Dreadlocks, shaking around, murder she wrote. The sound is ridiculous, black suit, the wickedness. Pro-black plan in the clan is mysterious. Protect your turban when we swerving, cause we serving enemies. Out the hatchback of a black Suburban.
All right, DJ Aurora Borealis submitting Black Suit by Black Messiah. All right, did he make the beat though? I'm trying to see what
I think it was
Aurora did.
I think that was a freestyle. I could be wrong though, but it sounded like West Side Guns. I don't know. I could be wrong or it could be flipped.
Either way, that was dope. Great submission. Thank you. Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think I was right. Yeah, Griselda. But
It sounds
Nice
mad
one.
dark. I like the horoscope feel.
yeah, dark. Yeah.
Yeah. Might be some black market militia, you know,
That is
next
fr-
generation. Next generation.
That was called Dirty Birds from Griselda as far as the beat. And they were just rhyming. I know I heard it from somewhere.
Right.
Shout out to that Aurora though coming through. Oh yeah, the next he said Black Market. Black Market Militia. Let's go.
All right. Next up, we got a track here from Mosquito. Year of the Mosquito. The God Sector.
And the Mosquito. Oh yeah, he did a beat before Mosquito. I think I like this beat before.
It's called Year of the Tiger. Theme produced by Year of the Mosquito. Here we go.
Hello, Mosquito.
Hello, Mosquito.
Boom back. Buzz, 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 like that. Hey. Taylor.
Hello, Mosquito.
Hello, Mosquito.
Hello, Mosquito.
Hello, Mosquito.
Hey, that was cool. Give it up. Right? That was dope. That was Year of the Mosquito.
Hello, Mosquito.
Yeah. Yeah, Priest can hear everything. He's in the other spot, but we've got speakers in the house. So yeah, that was dope. Good submission. I like the beat. I got no critique really. What'd you think, Knowledge Born?
I think it was a witty kind of, you know what I mean? Like I heard the boom bap elements, and then I heard some other, layers.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like your ear's better than mine because you make sound, or you perfect sound.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so that is, it's kind of like a Basquiat. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
there are aspects that are there that are dominant, and then they're abstract aspects. So I think it was pretty dope.
Nice. All right.
Hello, Mosquito.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we've got a track here from his Hyperman Stract and the Apologist. Let's see. Looks like we're playing it off Spotify. So let's do it. Here we go. It's called Eardrum. Eardrum. Let me see if it plays without me having to. I probably should open it with the app. But I'm hitting play. Hold up. Let me do it again with the app. 1 second, y'all. We're going to use Spotify. This is a published track. Normally we get YouTube submissions or SoundCloud, but we got a Spotify one going on here. And this retrograde is messing me up already. Here it comes.
We having fun with this joint. This joint make you put on that stank face, man. Like my wife used to say, it make you look like Ray Allen. We having fun with this joint. 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 Yeah. I got you waiting, ain't you? I know. But check it, yeah. Ain't no necessity for hard flow. I'm just letting the art glow. Lighten up the cargo like an ep with a Fargo with a rock. Be the boss and my loss is life game. The light came and showed me the cross for right aim. Examine it while you jam it in behind the laminate. Nail it to the wall like a thicket with a ram in it. Anytime life's been given, you know it's handing it. The sacrifice been supplied, so just stand in it. In muddy waters, we riding waves. Red man, a dead man, giving more life than a fed can. He seen it on the webcam. Birthday to the bedpan, and Kendrick looking down on the cover, thinking, who said damn? Musically, I'm ignorant, inspired by the instrument. My inner bent would lead me straight to where the sinner went. No immigrant or eloquent could ever make it relevant. That thinking type is hella bent, so get back where that fella went. You know, menudo type of dudes could catch a judo, but I ain't trying to pop eyes and get seen as a Bluto. Act two though, in a world where they act, you know. I mean, in many scenes, these queens is like Juno. Girls turn boys and boys they turn girls, ignoring the design of the one that could turn worlds. Turn twirls, they making eunuchs to perm curls, but you don't need to study to see to discern pearls. The bars slip, but the truth stuck like it's arsenic. I would be preserved from the stools that the bars get. You lost it. It's like the hairs in your ears in a marsh pit. Tossed with your one life left, receiving a boss hit. You lost it, caught it. Now the game got you frostbit. Gangrene, your canteen filled with a fan scene. No hydration, you fire chasing the violation. His annihilation be erasing an entire nation while you in the air like you don't see my gyration. Papa Doc wasn't always known as a lion Haitian. Consider that, silly dog, you a bitter cat. Leftovers, you only need a little bit of rap, so you probably don't even wanna listen more. But this is for dudes that'll bow down and kiss the floor. If they know it's where the Christ stood, we twice good. Get us to run away from the king, no advice could. Behind the scenes, minus the Williams, the hype stood. I'm his man, this his plan. No glitter can ever fan me towards another plan forged by another man, scorched through another man. What a fan I am. You can see it in the gram, but if you see my inner man, you would see that I ain't never been a lamb. No fanboy in my heart, I never been a stand till I seen the Christ in his touch caused the inner jam. The sinner man took a double edge to the dome, to the heart. Now I see the days like a work of art. Salute to the artist, aka the start, the beginning. The one that left the burial linen. Killed sin and filled men when they was covered in venom. Had a demon all up in them, now they seeming like you sent them. We here, and every song's just to make it clear. We love Mary, but we'll never venerate the fear. My merits in him, no Claritin can pen. I'm allergic to the sin and I wear it within. But I'll never be alone, I'm aware with him. On the cross till I bleed out. You see the trail reroute, unless you're willing to die. In that case, we out. I mean, in that case, we out. For real though.
Yeah. Fire. That was dope.
That's what I'm talking about. Spitting.
Shout out to the engineer for that too, because the mix was right, the snare was right, the kick was right. I like the way he mixed the ad libs. The ad libs weren't too much in the face. It was perfect. I like that a lot. That was a straight fire track.
That?
What's that?
Who was that?
That was HIS Hype Man Stract, probably pronounced his Hype Man Stract, the Apologist.
The conceptualism. Priest, understand that you got a through line from one generation to the next with sound and with concept, and there's an emboldened space where folks are not afraid to share their spirituality because you carved out a lane for them to do it.
Oh man, that's peace.
Every single the word rap, like we hear the concept about rap and rapping.
Mm-hmm.
He did the word rap where every line connected, and then he used an alliteration for every single line after. So
wow.
He did it from one verse to the next verse to the next verse, and then the bars were rich, and then he was telling the story. Like,
wow,
this is a brother that believes in Christ, and you wouldn't know it from the bars unless you were paying attention to what he was saying. You see what I'm saying? So from the connection from mother to son and all of that. So he's devout in what his stance is, but it's so colorful and so layered that you just heard the bars and was like, yo, Duke's spitting. I'm like,
he spit.
Yeah, he really is spitting. You understand? Like on a whole nother level. So that kind of layered aspect, you couldn't point your finger unless you were really paying attention. So I think that was very comprehensive on his part.
What you think, Priest?
It's crazy. I heard it over there. Like, yo, it's just like Knowledge Born said. I say he's spitting, but connecting to each line like that, that's work.
And that's hunger.
Yeah, that's hunger.
That's hunger.
I gotta give that props.
Look,
one more time.
You remember when cats would point at something, or you would go through the whole alphabet, or all of that kind of stuff you did for practice, like whatever kind of concept, like that. That kind of hunger still exists.
Yes.
So this space is not monolithic to where it's one way. This art can be interpreted and manifested in so many ways. That's why I love the beauty of the art.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was hard.
That was fire. That's a legitimate artist. He's already published. Y'all can follow him probably on all the streaming platforms right here on Spotify.
Supernatural, right? Supernat. Supernat was notorious for pointing that stuff and rhyming to it.
Definitely.
That's the Supernat.
Right.
So y'all follow him on Spotify or most likely also Apple Music, his Hype Man Stract. And y'all could see all of his tracks, all of his albums, singles, and EPs. That was fire. Great submission. Thank you for that. That was great. Yeah, please submit again because that was cool. The beat was produced by The Apologist. Shout out to Zay the Blacksmith, Doctrynal, and Chris Jones of Christcentric Records.
Yeah.
You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Right.
So you know what? He did it correctly the way I like it in the notes so that I can just copy and paste it. Thank you for doing that. Very good. Good attention to detail. So that makes it easy for me. Now all I got to do is copy and paste that right in the description box. So for more information on his Hype Man Stract, go to the description. You'll see all the links there.
Hey.
Fire. Good job. That's how it's done, son.
Yeah.
All right.
More intricate.
Okay. Just organizing a little bit. All right. That was awesome. All right, next up. Coming up next, we've got a track submitted here by Divine Being. Being Divine.
I think I heard of him.
Let's see here. Okay, here we go. It's YouTube. Featuring Bragadino. How you like that?
Venus like Libra, Saturn is Capricorn. Time is farming, I am a cancer born. Brainstorm like unicorn, dragon forms on a stratiform. Old mammals gone like mastodon, reptilion, leviathan. Typhon bites him, slice him in half. Human thighs, human calves, face of a lion, face that I try and think for the trying DVD is I am terrible like Ivan. Spirit is disguised, this matter looks spherical and giant. Flows of cereal like diamonds, I'm parallel beside him. Cadence up and down and all around, Ferris wheel the way I ride him. Bragadino, divining, they ain't caring who provide them. I hear them, analyze them, then I tear them when I'm rhyming. My ambition is to put rappers in fear when I be rhyming. God the spirit's my assignment, making sure that I'm aligning. Druid blood, Celtic genes from Europe, I'm a shaman bird. When I be rhyming, you gon' need a fur when I be rhyming.
Okay, Bragg.
Yo, DBD. My scorpion tail just rose up. I turn that cobra into a vulture, the biggest stoner, killing your whole club. How does it feel to be sober? From permanent glory, can't tell you all the detail, cause that shit is too gory. This recording isn't boring, heard your verses, started snoring, yeah. Turn a White House blue for me, hey, then I'll be in it like Corey. Everything that I spit's venomous, do you feel liquid absorbing? To all my fans, listen more, enemies can ignore me, I'll never switch up my story. You're taking shots at the shots. I drink my piss in the morning, all of these rappers that sounding like us, might end up hitting up more, yeah. Don't up inside of a morgue, G, please, I did it before, I have you looking real corpsey. If you are looking for war, hey, I think they want more. Rap till I'm sore. I just got back from the store. I am a hawk, you are a stork. I am a jock, you are a dork. I am a vegan and you are a pork. I do not fuck with you, not even porks. Can't come inside my home, talk on a porch. They want to meet up and chop up, of course. Ain't never been in the presence of lords. Yeah.
I'm a vegan, you a pork.
All right. So that was Bragadino and Divine Being. Divine Being Divine. All right. I think there's some cases where the telephone effect works according to the beat. I don't know if that beat probably needed to have a telephone effect on the vocals, because it kind of, do you know what I mean? It kind of creates a whole distance to where you're not really coming out with the atmosphere of the sound. Do you know what I mean? This was kind of more of like a trap type of beat, so I would have probably mimicked more of like a Future vibe as far as the effects, but other than that, it was cool, sounded good. I like the beat.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, you can't front of it. It was a good flow. It was dope. Bragadino, glad you still rhyming, man. Stick to it. Word. It's important. For real, it was dope. I like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna keep on going. Coming up next now, we got UndaLand Fortress from Cleveland.
We didn't get.
Track is called Maverick.
We didn't get Knowledge Born.
Oh, Knowledge Born. My bad. Go ahead.
I ain't want no smoke, AD. I know we go to the timeline. Only thing I would say about it is that I liked the bringing together two generations. That's another example of what I was saying about hip hop is not a monolith. It's not one way to do it. And the beautiful thing about it is experience and lived experience can culminate together. You see what I'm saying? So one is speaking to one generation and one is speaking to the next generation, and they're not at war with each other. They're complementary type of forces together, And I agree with what you said about the sound, AD. Like, it would have did better, with those things that you implied with that telephone, type of effect.
Yeah.
To the sound. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because X-Rated got away with that. If y'all remember, X-Rated was rapping on the phone from jail. Like, he did that.
Yeah.
He had that. If y'all remember that, like that, he was rapping over the jail phone. You see what I'm saying? Like, with the state. So it was like literally you had that. So that element is still out there. So fun.
That's right. Indeed.
True. All right. I know we are getting some static. Sorry, y'all. That's my other mixer. I gotta see what's up with these wires. I think something's up with the shielding. But we are getting some static coming from Priest.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know. I don't think it's your phone affecting the sound effect machine. I think it's the mixer. But see, now it's off. Now it's good.
Oh.
Okay, we'll just go with it. Next up, we've got UndaLand Fortress from Cleveland. Song is called Maverick. He says, we're on all major music platforms. To donate, cash at me, hit me up at email. And I'll put that in the description. Here we go. From the top.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. This is dope. Let me know when they're downstairs.
All right.
Fire. And cool. Nice. UndaLand Fortress. You got some fire. This is dope. That was cool. I got nothing bad to say about it. Y'all should just follow UndaLand Fortress on YouTube. It's got some dope beats. I don't know his process for leasing or exclusives, but you can hit him up. And I put his information in the description. So check the description to contact UndaLand Fortress. That was fire.
Yeah, it was dope.
Right?
Yep.
I like those types of like
That beat was
suspenseful.
crazy.
That's Planet of the Gods 2 shit right there.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you get that information. They already telling me to take that beat. That beat is hard.
I can hear you on that too.
That's Planet of the Gods.
That was cool. All right, so you like that beat, huh, Knowledge?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it gave me that Planet of the Gods feel. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No
you
doubt.
gotta add on about that. Like,
Yeah.
I had called you one time. I was going crazy over this. Like we gotta. We gotta sit.
Definitely gotta see that. We gotta see that again. We gotta spin that around.
Right.
The strings in the background, the zun 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 zun. I like that. Almost reminded me of the strings from Triumph.
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah.
Make sure we get that beat.
Okay.
Information.
UndaLand, hit up Priest.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up next, we are on to Mark of Buddha.
Oh, the Mark. M.O.B. We got some stuff.
Oh, this looks crazy right here.
It's the Mark of
King Cobra, occult music, produced by Mark of Buddha. Let's go.
It's the Mark of Buddha.
Oh shit.
This is occult music. I got the shit the occult you. Reptilian bloodline and sinister pope knew it. My venom is sublime. I spit it for coke use. Descended from drug rhymes. Admitted I'm dope to it. Occult music. I got the shit the occult you. Reptilian bloodline and sinister pope knew it. My venom is sublime. I spit it for coke use. Descended from drug rhymes. Admitted I'm dope to it. Written in his notes before slitting his throat. One of history's mystics left a hidden quote. Within his scripture, he predicted some wicked shall emerge with a different style of words and a vicious stroke. Now wait a minute, they created atheism cause I helped the wealthy play the system using a Mason-based religion. The Matrix is a building made for Satan and his children like a temple of doom. They enslave us by the millions. It's Lord Matriarch and his compadres having meetings. Bohemian, Baphomet parties, season greetings. Like I said, might I pledge to a true religion. That night I read I was dead in a new dimension. A future glimpse is getting grimmer by the crucial minute. Human existence might even be a feudal engine. If you don't do the spending, the pharmaceutical business, or choose a far more suitable finish through mutant epidemics. They shooting at us, nigga, Yaku and his co-defenders. That's why I'm cold, bro. My venom's out the solar system. Lucifer used to Willie Lynch's, now he got us using computers and YouTube. The monkey premise is occult music. I got the shit the occult uses. Reptilian bloodline, the sinister pope knew it. My venom is sublime. I spit it for cult users. Descended from drug rhymes. Admitted I'm dope to you. Occult music. I got the shit the occult you. Reptilian bloodline, the sinister pope knew it. My venom is sublime. I spit it for cult users. Descended from drug rhymes. Admitted I'm dope to you. West Morning means the eye. It's a poisonous disguise. Enticing you metaphysically. Morphing you through a lie. Important so you can die. More importantly, you and I were breeded to be assorted by the Bear Horseman's tribe. A paranormal tide hit the shores of Normandy. Raining misfortune from the sky. Where horrors deformities. I'm enjoying these days and times. Finally, the greatest minds have come forth with blatant signs to take over with ancient shine. That's why I spit them cobra rhymes. Not to go for mine, but show allegiance to this unholy global shrine. International tyrants using magical science. Distill your soul like gold. It's the Baphomet. This is occult music. I got the shit the occult you. Reptilian bloodline. And sinister pope knew. My venom is sublime. I spit it for cult users. Descended from drug rhymes. Admitted I'm dope to you. Occult music. I got the shit the occult users. Reptilian bloodline. And sinister pope knew. My venom is sublime. I spit it for cult users. Descended from drug rhymes. Admitted I'm biting to the avenues of mysticism and hypnotism. I gathered a new religion. I call it evolutional lyricism. Opponents a bonus to the 13 steps. Standing on checkerboard floors is when I heard things best. And a dream is when I seen a demon. He said you're king next, as if I was handpicked, satanically manifest. Ever since I've been lyrically blessed. It's kinda like when the Knights Templar came upon Solomon's chest. So when the treasure was found, they put their problems to rest. Now forever renowned as the sponsors of death. So when you honor the flesh, that's a giant step for the monster in quest. Through idol worship, they can conquer the rest. Occult music. I got the shit the occult use.
Yo, crazy. King Cobra, occult music produced by Mark of Buddha. That's a trip.
That's fire.
That's a trip right there. Damn.
Indeed.
Normally I was gonna say something about the layers of the vocals, because I love like a nice solid single layer that it doesn't have any ad libs, but then it grew on me. So then I liked it. I liked that it did have doubles. Do you know what I mean? So at first I was like, nah, he should just have one single layer. But the doubles work, I think, for this track after all. So it's cool. Mix was good too. But you know, Marco Buddha always hits with the beats. So you know, you're working with a really good producer right there. So I thought that was fire. What you think?
Fire. Dope. Dope. Everything, the video, everything about that was dope. What you think?
What you think, Knowledge?
It was real cinematic.
Yeah.
You know, that those words used to paint pictures, they're very graphic and wildly disrespectful intentionally. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a grit, like a term they use is like trap god. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's gutter and it's still God. You see what I'm saying? It's like a gutter God type of situation with some goth and some darkness that's there. You see what I'm saying? So it's mystic, got some mystique to it, and it's gritty and still raw, but still lyrical. It's a perfect mix.
It's like hip hop dark art.
Right. Perfect word. Perfect.
Yeah. So y'all follow the Mark of Buddha. He is the producer of that track. You can go right there on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and check out all his dope beats.
We got some songs.
Yeah, the link to Mark of Buddha's YouTube is in the description.
Word.
Make sure I spell it right. All right. Let's go. Next now, it is time for our grand finale.
Oh, shoot.
Y'all already know.
Shoot.
Oh, see, now the sound effects sound perfect.
Yeah.
See? Stereo and everything.
Car.
That's right.
Car.
I
get to be on with a live reaction to the God Zodiac.
Yes, sir.
God Zodiac. Let's go.
I have to pay my tithes to the craft room.
Hey. Let's go.
That's right. Let's see. I think he sent me. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're going full screen. I'm gonna cut that mixer because we're getting too much static. So no bombs right now until I fix that. I don't want it to interfere with the track. No, it's my fault, not your fault. Okay, here we go. Zodiac, full screen. Let's go. Called Nothing But a Z Thing.
Is the letter Z always last? That doesn't seem fair. I know how to make Z stand out. Listen. Yeah, Z. I love the letter Z. Yeah, Z makes this sound. Yeah. I love that sound.
Today we decided to bring all the stuff we could think of that started with Z.
This is the letter Z.
Hey yo, they like be easy, Kyle, that's Ezekiel. Ka Zulu long green, getting that zucchini still. Zeta bite, zigging there, hit him with the flame. Call me Ka xylophone, the rare instrument of change. Zero zones to die cool, kid I'm undescribable. Living undescribed Bibles, handlebar gripper. Khalifa Zappa zombie, killer Zanzibar spitter. Wizard of Ka Zelda, zip code for stellar race. Compressed, I downloaded from the cloud so I never age. Zippers in my DNA, stay fresh, it won't decay. Even when I zigzag Z, I know the way of the cross that I carry to the zenith every day. The original, the sterox. You were just a Xerox. I'm Ka Zorro, asterisk and astronomical. My sword cut the sky that bled rain, Mr. Impossible. Ka Zimbabwe's and Beatriz Airwatch. My lyrics make an ocean out of 69 teardrops. Zechariah stitches for the stitches that get near cops. Akasha Sam Samurai, Ka Zookeeper. Cover me your lines, call me Ka News Zebra. Zilla God, zero odds. Listen to the sky quotes. Always was a fly goat before I was a zygote. Ka Zeta saying 7 is a mic heist. Sound of an ever to come of Ka Zeitgeist. Ka Ziggurat, stepping to the heights of Ka Zapping, taking slap, protecting pictures the design right. Calling me Ka Zaddy, they wanted the God badly. Ka Zealous God fella, talking so hard actually. Ka Zeppelin, raising up your next to kin, electric skin Nephilim. Coming for they next again like jewelry. Ka Zoversight, Zeo like crystal. Ka Zion, undefeated Christ, missile laser tag, red dots start to pop up like a zinc. Zinkify your thinking, not metal in Ka Zinc. Who's messing with Ka Zinc? Memorize the lessons the gods think. Spiraling the message in Ka Zinc. Stellar well in Ka Zam, the Zamboni. Smooth it out, turn into ice. The grand yogi couldn't step in my zapatos no more. They can't hold me. It's Ka who be Zulu hooping with the Taurus feel. Cut from a different cloth, but they never Taurus feel. Ka Zephyr breeze blew away the best MCs. Take them to the next degree, music's a lot. Get these pillars to the patients like I'm doing Zakat. Though I wonder at the top, can the shrine get any lonelier? This lightning that I wrote for each bite is a utopia. So bright I even make these real diamonds look phonier. Copy of Ka's pictures, they cubic Ka's zirconias. Ka Zoom, this isn't a costume. It's crazy, zany. Zika man, KZ, A to Z, amazing me, dancing to the clock's tune. Godzilla God, Phoenix with the reed wings. Burn the ash to make myself higher than the steam ring. Zodiac, yo, it ain't nothing but a sting. Fresh about my shell like cicadas on the trees cling. Sounding like barbershop clippers when the bees sting. Who is fly as KZ? They making me. What you not me? Who is fly as KZ? They making me. What you not me? Yo, electric in the sound of the electric dough rolls. Kazidi surrounded with mozzarella. Never Lacanese, guess the secret is out. If the answer is within astrologers, they shout, they all asking what this is about. Cause I'm the wizard of Kazo with no speech announced. That's the 12-wheel spokes, let the speakers announce. The blizzard of God's gnosis, what they screaming about. Please, Astrala Jesus, count the seeds of the sleepers. Cause the Z's at the end like Pisces, the believer. Z shocking, it's the center of amazing. Connecting from Aquarius signs when you arrange them. In the lightning bolt, I'm Kazusius, that's Caduceus. Who's Uzi, 2Z, ZZ, firmament top. Yo got the jazz in Buddhist turbans and doc. Ziggas in the bed, Zodiac in the head. Kazu suit, lizard shoes wrapping my legs. Honoring the seafood, wandering the sea. Ooh, not the average tourist, not a cow, I'm a zebra from Zebu. KZ, is the Kizzer. Mr. Special Edwards, Scissorhand, Coet, Zodiac, Coato, Sizzler Man, Kazak Kiel, Kazak Morris, saved by the visa bubble, Papa that can crack the shell, did it with pizzazz, but it doesn't ring a jazzy bell. Earth, Emerald City, one eye's in the ozone. It only takes one to make my own zone. I was raised in the science of the obscure. I can make the lions in the sun purr. If you find a Z in it, that's a buzzword. Kazepulon powers that you heard he had. Ka lexicon, Kazuriab, astrological machine, Kazotar, Kazoterius legend, and Kazohar. My words go far from Zurich to Ozar. Who is fly as KZ? Making me. Damn shame.
Boy, serious.
Fly as KZ. Making me. What you not me? L and the 7 is God, combine both, get his the electrical charge, last Dragon Balls. Zodiac, the new Z-Man, Electri City, the mayor of New Zealand. One Z, flip it into the side, that's inside, that's the end for the pen and the scribe. Do you see that the Z is the end of the alphabet? You don't believe me, it's the end of the alphabet. Currency without the flesh, think of this math. The Z is an equal sign linked with a slash. You won't see Zen till you see the Z's in the seasons. The C's in the Z, it determines the size. If you fly inside the box, Z determines the prize. Come see a new world in your eyes. That's the IZ. Let your mind see you measure the book. If you run, you see the Z's in the leg and the foot. Is it pie season, pie Z? Zodiac slices in the pizza, see what spies see whenever they look. For these spices up, the prices up, beliefs that I cook. From unique to Zeke, science that the youth speak. Magnets in the U speak, connecting the hook. Bazooka Zodiac blew the head off your rook.
Oof.
Yo, that's like the best Z sound I ever heard. You must be a Z expert.
Yo, I had bombs through this whole thing. But you can't hear him because AD turned it down. Then he went downstairs and let my man in. That was crazy, yo. Crazy. Z, oh man. Yo, AD back on, he back on his way up so y'all can see me. That was crazy. That was Zupa.
Zupa.
Word. He's
Zupa Zod.
Yeah.
Zupa Zod Zodiac.
Yeah, he zipped it up. Yeah. Zipped it up, yo. That was.
We cannot help them by ourselves.
Not down there?
We cannot. But who can we turn to?
That was crazy. Yeah.
Gotta focus again.
We got somebody.
I gotta fix the camera. Mercury retrograde.
Indeed, indeed.
That's weird. I turn the focus off and it messes up. I turn the focus on and it messes up. Okay, no focus. That's weird.
I'm here.
Yeah, we back. That was dope. As always. What'd you think of that, Knowledge Born?
I get a live reaction to a Zodiac. Do you know?
Yeah.
Whenever I hear Grand Finale, I'm always salivating. Like, is it something from the Zodiac? the Zohar of the Zodiac? Yo, Kai Zodiac, let me tell you real quick. I know Kai since what, 2017?
Wow.
2017?
Wow.
Maybe earlier than that. I think it was like 2017, 2016, something like that. It's for a couple of years. And, him and I was connected, doing what he was doing. And I was doing what I was doing. And we linked back through the Podcraft.
Yeah.
And I heard him through the Royal Priesthood again. I was like, yo, Zodiac. And the funny thing about it, when we came out to shoot the doc, like I remember some of the old Kai with the, J Electronica reference. You see what I'm saying? Like, with Priest and J Electronica, because that's news out there in the hip hop world. You see what I'm saying? So there's an understanding that's there too. And Kai Zodiac is responsible for that. And he is one of the most lyrically entrenched MCs I ever heard. My top 5, I'm not gonna say who they are, but Priest know 4 of them personally. You understand? He know 4 of them personally, and Kai Zodiac is one of the 5. You understand?
That's
what I'm
fire.
saying? The objective of not wasting any space. There's no space that's wasted, and you get, it's like a buffet meal lyrically. Every time you go back, I heard, I'm full. Wait, I heard, I'm going back through every single time with the layer. He don't waste a word, he don't waste a space, and then the visual representation go. So you like, okay, what can he do with Z? And then you remember it's the Zodiac. You see what I'm saying? So you remember it's Kai Zodiac, the essence of the Zodiac. So all of the manifestation of the lyrical Zodiac, that's Kai Zodiac.
Well said.
Oh man, that's love right there, yo. I told him, yeah, you said 2017. The brother's
like
ultimate lyricist, man. Ultimate.
Kurt
We got work to
Cobain.
do. Yeah. we
Kurt
got work to
Cobain
do.
says Z Wine's that.
Yeah. Kai Zimbabwe. Yeah, exactly. Dope. That's crazy.
Fire.
What can we say?
Well,
That
y'all
was hard.
make sure y'all follow Kai Zodiac on YouTube, of course.
We got work to do.
Yep. I'll put the link in the description, but y'all already know. You can just
What
YouTube
is
it.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody said Zotar. Zohar. Oh yeah, that line right there, the Zohar. Oh my God. Yo.
Yeah. You remember the Superman joint when it was like
Superman.
the president was the Superman, he was like, oh my God. He said no. Zod.
Yeah. Oh my Zod. That's Zod Zodiac. Yeah, that was hard.
Zod Zodiac.
Yo. And he got one Superman.
Right.
Nice.
Fire.
All right, let me see if we got any last minute submissions here. Let me see 1 second. I think we got
Who's
one.
it?
Yep. We got a last minute submission here from the Inner Realms by Groomson. No, Goomson. I'm sorry, I said it. That's the same one. One more time. Because I talked to him already. He's like, yo, you messed up my name. It's my fault. Goomson. Mojave Desert. Save the hip hop culture. Let's go. Oh, hold on. Let me double check that. Make sure I didn't mess this up. Sorry, Goomson. It's the planets. Here we go.
It's the universe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's dope. Zap.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
AD.
Check it. What's going on, y'all? This is Master Ace, Brooklyn, New York.
Master Ace.
Y'all know to save hip-hop culture.
Yeah, this is fire. This is ready. This track is ready for somebody to rap on. It's got the breaks in it. I love the shuffle. Fire. The Inner Realms. Produced by Goomson. Save the hip hop culture. That's what it's called. That was fire. Y'all check out the Inner Realms on YouTube.
That was hip hop.
Yeah.
That was hip hop.
That was really good. I like that a lot. Putting the
With
link
the
to that.
greatest effects in the universe. A drop from Master Ace.
Yeah, that was crazy. That
The
was
greatest use of a drop ever.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Great submission.
Ace been up here? Yeah,
Nah, we ain't get Ace yet.
I got you.
Word, all right. Master Ace. Oh, man. That's going to do it. At the end. Okay.
Nice. All right. Let me double check to see if that's it for tonight. Yeah, that beat's in my head.
Pardon me, Lord. I got one of the gods coming. But we got,
Okay. So that does it for today's song promotions. If you guys want to submit your tracks for Monday, go to killerpriest.tv/song promo. The link's in the description. This concludes the song promotion segment. Yeah. Hey, like that. Oh, so yeah, I need to fix this mixer situation. I think I'm going to bypass the mixer and go direct. I can fix that.
Okay. All right, y'all, man. Thank you for coming. Yo, Now's Born. It was great. Yo, I want to thank everybody in there. Damn, the God coming up. We ain't got time. Though, but I'm gonna shout y'all out. Yo, tune back in Monday. I might be doing a Wednesday. I might be doing a Friday, like the Frequency Friday, since I know how to do it now. You know what I mean? Me and Salo might just do that. He'll be up here Monday though. But shout out to everybody that's out there. Good looking, Knowledge Born for coming through.
Test out your booms now. Yeah, sounds better now, right? No more static.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Yo.
Bypass the mixer.
Yo. Love and light to everybody, yo. It's been great.
Yo, we lost knowledge.
Now you say you can't lose knowledge.
Hey.
Knowledge, man. Thanks to everybody who came through. Blessing. It was great times. Stay with me. You know what I mean? I just want to say send a shout out to everybody there and love and light.
Hey. Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
All right. Thank y'all. I'm trying to find a track that I can...
well, he down. Somebody's downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Want me to go get him right now and stay on, or you want
go get him? Yeah. Go, I want to show. I want to show the garment.
Entertain the audience.
All right. I want to show the garment.
I'll be right back.
That he bringing. Word. I do want to show this garment before we bounce totally. If y'all saw all the jewelry, some of the jewelry that Divine was wearing, he's dope with crystals, and he made me a spacesuit, a celestial suit. So he coming up right now. So I want y'all to see it and check it out. I know this is like after hours. We got to get up out, but it's gonna be incredible. So it's just me and y'all, just for now. But a wonderful world. Peace and shout out to the whole craft room, man, if y'all still here. AD went to go get the guard. And it was a great build tonight. Everything, great music. Kai Zodiac, that was fire. And everybody else also was dope. Keep doing it, man. Rise to your highest self, because music is light and love. And we're just trying to stay above. You know what I mean? Shout out to let me see everybody in the chat room. Let's see. I want to sing he coming back up right now. It's like use a hot mic freestyle. Oh, I could do it. What's up with y'all, man? What's good? 85 Bodega. Peace to Mink. Yeah, indeed. Word. The Sodcraft, that's dope. Oh, yeah. Oh, shout out to DJ from Guam. What up, my man? Yes. What up to Guam? The brother made some ill garment. I can't wait to see it, man, because it's gonna be crazy. Let me see. Everybody came through. Everybody coming to the Podcraft. Everybody been dropping jewels. Nepal Shadar coming through and dropping jewels here and there, and breaking stuff down. That's dope. Everybody getting some good vibes out. Who else? Y'all know the whole clique. I haven't seen Zion Lex in a minute. Word, shout out to Zion. Who else? It's a lot. A lot of people that came through. Word, bless the craft room. Now I was born tonight was orating. You know what I'm saying? The night and the last two. Oh yeah, good looking. Oh, okay. It's a message from AD. Let me see. Know ye not. Let me stop. No, let me see. Here you go. Okay. I don't know what to talk about right now. We could just freestyle. What's been going on? Divinely got it. Let's ask some questions. Indeed. Indeed. Okay, we start right here. Oh, what'd you say, AD? How's AD in the chat room? That's weird. And well, yeah, it was great. Mad love to y'all too, man. Word. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get this right. This is a lot of phone numbers and Let's see. Don't ask me where I get that singy long. Yeah, Peace Man said he's still hanging. Divinely Goddess of Adams to Adams, no doubt. Overkill got a cat. Mark said Argon said knowledge born the law. Came through and showed and proved. Priest get Mojito here. And I know. I'm sorry, I'm really trying, but I'm just making sure that he's not what? Something's weird. Retrograde. Let me hit AD back with the retro. Yeah, he said he was right downstairs. I don't know what happened. It disappeared. This mic still on? Oh yeah. There you go. I was talking out loud. Must be the music. It's turning me on. Must be the music. Anytime. There you go. Let's see. Wow, this is it's still 200. Okay, y'all still in the building. Oh, thanks, Shannon. I don't know. Hey, it's getting weird. Did he? I told him it was retrograde. I think he drove in. I think. I don't know. All right. Okay. I guess I'll talk to y'all. Equator 7. Here's $1 for the trees. What's that saying? A nickel for your thoughts, penny for your Yeah, man, I'm right here. AD went downstairs and got caught up into the. He probably watching us too. Yeah, he went and got caught up into the Matrix, I believe, or retrograde, and he's in shadow retrograde right now. Promote your weed strain. Oh yeah, exactly. I got some. Got a new weed strain coming. I got Killah Priest OG right now. Growing flow. And I want to shout out everybody. Okay. Hold on, let me get this. I gotta give a number out. Okay. Sorry, y'all, but this is hilarious. This is crazy. I don't know why. Yeah, we are. Just a touch of love. A little bit. Just a touch of love. I see our laughing emojis up in there. That's from Hard Time. I don't know what happened to AD, man. He went downstairs. I just gave him the number, and It's like you went out there and there's a whole big thing going on. Look. Okay, who seen a game yesterday? I don't know what happened to AD, man. So God walks into a tea house. Y'all got a trip. How we enjoy it. Power behind the new school. Because, all right. That's too. That means moving fast now. I'm not going down there looking for it, because if I go down there, then Mojito gonna take over. For real. But and anywho. Nah, the reason why I'm not talking that much because I'm at the same time, they both texting me and I'm texting them back. I gave him his number, so I guess they should be straight. All right, so DJ from Guam, what up? No, I haven't. Nope, I haven't smoked anything, and I've just been chilling. So what are y'all doing for the holidays? You know, everybody coming in town and stuff like that. I think I'm going to be going out to maybe NY. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know I'm going to Colombia first. AD, you made it back. Can't find him?
He ain't out there.
All right. This is in the show, man. We got fun. AD made it back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
It's too cold to be hanging out, waiting outside.
Hey, wasn't it retrograde
I
going
can't
on
be
right
waiting out there. It's cold.
You think it's parallel worlds? You think he's there? Because he's texting me.
Yeah, you got to put them in. If you have someone come over,
I gave his number.
I know, I called him. He didn't answer. You got to put me in touch with any guests that come here because it's tricky to get in here. I'm in a fortress.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know.
Hey.
And, you know, for me, it's LA cold. LA cold is 51 degrees. It's 51 out right now. And I know if y'all from Chicago or New York, that ain't even cold. But for me in LA, that's cold as hell.
Peace.
I'm in a sweatshirt. I'm not all bundled up.
Are you that? You just downstairs? I'm a cup. Huh? Yeah, you gotta.
Well, don't get him. Oh, he walked?
Yeah, he walked. Yeah.
Is he in front of? Hold on a second.
Pool.
Okay.
That's where he's at.
So there's two pools. Hold on, we're gonna have to cut mics real quick, y'all.
All right.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me do something. Let me see something.
Just ask.
Yeah, let me just talk to him.
All right.
All right.
Pardon me. I should have been like, I don't know. He went downstairs looking for you. He the one that lost. And now we got some weird stuff in the back. More kindness, more gratitude, guidance, more protection, more justice, more music. That's right. Tell him. That was him?
Yeah. By the pool, I'm gonna go.
All right. That's right, y'all.
Yeah.
All right. So we finally got him. He's gonna go get him right now. So, let me see me gather my notes. Something that we didn't go over. Now, what y'all want to talk about? We can talk open floor. Y'all can call in. What are your favorite healthy foods? Yeah, like a woman, column. Hey, that's dope. Hey, we staying consistent, man. We still here. A lot of stuff out there that's going on, and yo, let me see what else. What else is good? I don't know, yo. Haplogroups. We on this show that always pops up. Haplogroups, phenotype. We haven't had none of those. I'm not gonna share my screen. This is the after hours when nobody shares screens. I don't know. Sometimes at this time, this is a good time to make music. At nighttime. Sometimes you can write music in the daytime. It depends on when you get inspiration. That's a good subject, huh? Shout out to the Four Horsemen. But this, I don't know, it's just notes. Notes. It's what I wanted to talk about. Where Nasborn took care of it. Where, because the whole thing was, the floor was open. Because soon we're going to, I think we need call-ins. You know what I mean? Call-ins. I would like that. I talked to AD and, but I'm thinking about doing Fridays, man. Frequency Fridays, bring that back. We got Salo is here now too. So that's dope. Let me see. Shout out to Doja, her book. Still dope. Still incredible. Shout out to Rasta Experience. Jordan River. Fourth Disciple, True Master. You know, let's get started. I know we got some work done. And shout out to definitely Voltage and I didn't see Voltage today. He wasn't in here. But I spoke to him earlier though. And shout out to MOB, Mark Buddha, everybody that's rolling with the whole, you know, Royal Priesthood, Wavelength. Oh. Yeah, I've been out to Israel one time. Yeah, I've been out of the country. I've been to a couple of places. I don't talk about it that much, but I've been out. Yeah, that shit, right? So Fridays would be good. Yeah, call-ins would be fire. I guess all we have to do is put it out there, and then we can have some good conversations. You know, there's a lot of other. I wanna next. What do I want to hit? Did y'all see Caroline? Did y'all see that cartoon? Caroline. And there's a bee movie, but not the bees. Not the regular bee movie. When the bees, not that one. There's another one. Forgot. But I'm going to definitely get that. AD out of breath. Yeah, he's running now. Oh, shout out to L Experience. She's still cooking up some good food. Yeah, you know about that cartoon? Where's not Oz? Yeah. Yo, dog Lord. Oh, man. Yeah, this is a treat right here. Indeed, Lord. Peace to the God. How you doing? Indeed. Oh, man. Peace, Lord. Peace. Peace. Oh, that garment. Oh, my goodness. Huh?
He can sit right next to
you. Yeah, exactly.
Make some room.
Yeah. Boom. Sit down right here.
Tell Priest, I said, hit me up.
Indeed.
He got the special tea for you.
Oh, word?
The special, you know what I mean?
Indeed.
I've been saving them up for a year, getting exotic teas for you.
Oh, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
you know
she
how
love
that
you.
is.
Yes,
Go ahead.
You want to close up?
Have a seat.
Yes, sir.
We're going to be along. We just want to say peace. I just want them to see the garment.
Bro.
Yeah.
Let me get all of this.
Yo, this is incredible.
I'll take that.
Yes, sir. So,
yes, indeed. All right, peace. Oh, that's crazy. Indeed. And this is the builder right here. He's the author of this. Oh,
boom.
What's that?
Bro, you know, we in a celestial war.
Exactly.
So,
indeed,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you got something to protect bullets, you got something to protect darts.
Yo, look at the artwork on that right there. Damn. Shut the camera right there. Yo, God, that's incredible. It's gold.
Wait till you see. Look, so I need to get your measurement.
Yeah.
Your joint almost finished.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's got the bigger hood.
Right.
Bigger, you know what I mean? The bigger pockets. It's got the 2 holsters in the back.
Wow. Oh, man, this is incredible.
You know what I mean?
And he made this. So we still live. We about to cut. We about to go out though.
Well,
right
that's
now.
good. That's good. That's good.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
It's the Lord. Peace, Lord. Peace indeed. Word. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Man, truly, God. True. I told AD I bumped into him down at the
Venice Beach.
At the beach. And you know what I mean? He couldn't believe that somebody recognized him. Like, AD, you're a star.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
You know, you're a star. Yeah, of course they recognize you. Even when they don't say anything.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes,
Indeed.
So yeah, other than that, brother, it's just good to see you.
Yeah, you know, always a pleasure,
good
man.
to be on the Podcraft with you.
Yeah.
And what I realized is that you need a spacesuit, God.
Yeah.
You need spacesuits. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm here to do. We're gonna measure you all up and put the final. Bro, I started etching
the helmet. Oh man, the hood.
Wait till you see it, bro. Your joint got Merkabas carved into it.
Wow.
Because it just kept going. You know what I mean? It was starting. It kept going.
Right.
It kept like no, this is for priests.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Man,
they like this for priests.
Yeah.
Keep adding on.
Yeah, I'm on it. That right there, enough. And Vaughn was telling me, he said the black joint too. He said it's crazy.
When you see and see,
and AD, he's right there, right?
Yeah.
You see this part? That's a real stone in there.
That's abalone. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And you can even go up in there and put your little something. You
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? It's functional. You know what I'm saying? We
You can put your weed in there.
Yeah, whatever it is you may need.
He was talking about a small book.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a scroll. You know what I mean? A scroll or something. Word. A scroll.
I know it's
a scroll.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to y'all, man. This is I guess we in the late hours.
We in the after hours.
In the little after hours.
We
That's
outside of time, God.
Yeah, indeed.
We really did it.
Yeah, we did. I see you. I see you
we
traveling.
did it. We outside of time.
Word.
Yeah.
That's it.
We traveling.
Yes,
you know, when you moving, you ain't in time.
Right.
Tell us your name again for the people out there.
God, my name is Selah. I'm officially Pop Hops Gallery, you know, doing my double granddad thing right now. So, you know, I'm a creator, an artist, a little wordsmith and different things, but ultimately a grandfather. You know what I mean? That's, I think, more than anything else I ever wanted to be.
Right.
A grandfather.
That's incredible.
That changed the whole game. So right now I'm creating, you know, doing and wanting more since I had the grandchildren to teach the children with the hands, God.
Man.
You remember? We was young. We went and had trade school.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened to that?
Right.
Maybe that's why we killing everybody. We don't know what to do with our hands.
Wow.
And nobody teach us nothing.
Wow.
You know what I mean? All the boys went to school, learned how to fix things. The sisters, young ladies, they learned how to cook. So that meant self-sufficiency.
Right.
You can make your own clothes, and your man can fix the car, and your son can fix the plumbing. Hey, man. Yes, I say.
Indeed. Yo, this is gonna be I'm already blast off already. The energy just shot all the way back up. It's like, yo.
Coach says
it's always a pleasure seeing you, Lord.
Coach said he looks like Voltage's family.
Yeah, I am. Because that's word is bond. When I see Voltage, I laugh. Each
That's
time.
crazy.
Like, look at me.
Wow.
So we from the same tribe. Very much so.
Definitely.
And I'm sure if he watching right now, he like,
knows.
yeah,
he knows.
That look like me sitting right there.
Yeah. And then you killed it. You called it. Yeah.
Or maybe cats that look like us is here to control the voltage.
That's right. There you go. There you go. Oh,
Hey,
man.
so you've been watching the show for a minute.
Oh yeah, like I say, even my mom, man, my mom don't miss the show. Man, you know what I mean?
Come closer to the mic.
Yeah, man, my mother is watching. I'm sure she's watching right now. Much love and respect to Soraya Hotep in the building.
Hotep,
you know, I love you, mama, and anybody else that's watching, I love you as well.
Right.
And yeah, we in a beautiful time right now, yo.
Yeah, all the wizards.
And Priest, Priest is assisting us in such a magnificent way that honestly, more than anything, Lord, I just wanted to come and say thank you. You know what I mean? Because you could easily, because you're one of the gods, you could just do something easy and get your money.
Right.
And you know what I mean? So when you got that at the split in the road, you go straight. Right. That's commendable.
That's real.
You know, we ain't obviously pick either side. We kept going.
That's Pete.
You know what I mean?
Oh man,
Yeah.
dang, celestial. We're on a journey.
Yeah, you a rare individual, brother. And people that watch your show are learning every day from watching your show. They learning how important they are.
That's peace. Word.
Because they learning who they are.
That's real.
You know, you could be on there just talking about the latest whatever.
Yeah.
It'll get you some big ratings.
Yeah. Right.
So I commend you, brother. I commend you.
I
commend you.
too.
I appreciate you. And I don't know if you know, but there's quite a few people over 60, 70 that's sitting back watching your show.
That's real. Wow. That's real.
It's 70-year-olds can't wait for the show to come on.
Wow. That's peace. You know
what I mean? They be hitting me up like, ain't it tonight? Like, it's tonight. Word.
Hey, shout out to all the elders out there.
Yeah, the elders. Definitely elders. Definitely.
Did your Kai Zodiac and all that
Kai
already?
Zodiac, yeah.
I know. I'm saying, I know he was part of the music tonight.
Yeah,
was
yeah, he's big. Yeah, big.
But how appropriate is it? We were just talking about the Wizard of Oz.
See?
Wow.
Had to come
And now we have the Wizard of Venice.
Yeah, exactly. A real wizard come through. Yo.
I'd do some magic if I don't want to scare nobody.
Yeah, I know.
I got some magic.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes, I.
Indeed.
It's for real. This is what I do for fun, Lord.
Yeah.
You know, this is the meditation.
Yeah.
You know,
wow.
Because you got to put your energy, like making the music or what have you, got to put it in energy into something.
Right.
So this is what I put it into, like a filter.
Right.
So it just don't be static energy.
Right.
You know,
indeed.
but this ain't it.
Right.
This just kind of
inklet.
Get some of it out.
Inklet.
Yes,
things to come.
Yes, I. Working on my album, Lord.
Right. Indeed. Yo, I need to be on it.
Grandbabies did it.
Yeah.
Because I'm making an album for grandbabies.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Like an album that the grandmother, the great-grandmother can hold the great-grandbaby on her knee, and she can listen to this whole album. And both of them get something out of it. You know what I mean? Like the whole family will be able to sit around and like
tribal school.
You know, because it's too easy to get separate.
Yeah.
Where now, you know, everybody used to listen to the same music.
Yeah.
The whole family was listening to Motown.
Yeah.
Now, you know, the kid go in their room, throw their headphones on.
Yeah.
The mama in her room, she in her world. Everybody in different worlds.
Yeah, personalized.
The music got to bring us back together, God.
Yeah.
You know, we can't really do a whole lot more music for young people and music for this and me. We got to do like some family music. See the cat, understand? The cat about to come out loud.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yo, this is too ill. This is too ill tonight, yo.
Yeah.
This is too ill. Yep.
Yeah, word.
Yep.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
Yeah.
I knew you was going to come.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew he was going to come hang out with me.
You know, you got to watch him, though.
He got to watch me,
Oh, yeah, you got to watch him.
You know what I mean? He got...
Right.
Look,
Right.
We cool.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes,
all right. Yeah, hold on, let me hit that. Definitely. Oh, man, this is incredible. But, yeah, so we about to close out tonight, or
yeah, if you whatever you want to do, Priest.
Yeah, I mean, if we can.
Yeah,
just because the people don't want to go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the people at home like, no.
Exactly. We're gonna run this. We're gonna run a little bit. We're gonna go a little further into the night and stuff like that.
We can do it. Look, he chilling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've never seen him act like that.
Exactly.
Word.
Oh, give him time.
Your power.
No, he know that I'm good.
What you say, AD? Give him time.
Give him time. He'll act up.
No, you gave him time.
Look, you see him, right?
Yeah, he looking away. Yo, that's power right there. Yep. Definitely. Oh, come on. Send him on back to AD.
Yeah,
exactly. Look.
He let me know we cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is his house, really. I just live here.
Oh, definitely, this is his house. You better not tell him it's not. For real, this has been definitely beautiful.
Doing you a favor, being your homie.
Yeah.
Cats be like that.
Yeah.
They be looking at you like, don't you know I'm doing you a favor?
Yeah. They do magic too, right? The cats is definitely magic.
You remember in whatchamacallit, what was the movie where old boy had the cat and he had to look in the cat eyes to go to the other dimension. He was trying to go to the Constantine. And Constantine, he had to grab the cat and hold the cat and stare in the cat eyes. That's how he was able to go into the other dimension. And the girl was like, why you need the cat? He said, because the cat is halfway in and halfway out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ain't bound to either world.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, the ills, because they just pop up sometimes. And some people say they don't even hear them creep. They just there.
They just be there.
Yeah, they just be there. It's true. Or the black cat.
Yeah.
Black cat.
When I see him, I get happy.
Yeah.
You know? Only because they told me not to, Lord. I'm like, wait a minute. Everything they said, I know is the opposite. I see black cats, God, I be happy.
Yeah,
like, oh, it's a good day.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you see them in the daytime.
Bro, I be seeing them at all times like, wow, you came out to let me know it's good, huh?
Real. That magic is good. Yeah, magic is good. They be on a battery. But the cats or the Everlast. No one said the
Yeah. What is it? It is Everlast.
Everlast,
the black cats.
Yeah, the black cats. Yeah, Everlast.
With 9 lives.
With 9 lives.
You know, so I guess we should be honored if they share one of them with us.
Indeed. Somebody says serpent eyes. They do have this, but the goat eyes is kind of crazy too, though.
Very. If you look in the cat eyes, you can see it's really the eyes way in the back. It's just a bubble that go over the eye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like this ain't even the eye. That's just like a glass dome covering what's in there.
Right. Wow.
Like a crystal ball.
Yeah. Indeed. They do have that mystique.
That's why they don't really like when you stare right at them.
Yeah,
they'll turn away.
They would.
They'll look in a different direction. Like, oh, he done figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. You're supposed to blink a certain way so that cats know you're cool.
Well, you never feed them. They feed themselves. You just put it out.
Pretty much.
Yeah. They their own. They say you really never own a cat.
Well, and that's what's good about it.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
They independent.
Right.
You know, cat will take off on you.
Yeah.
If you let them go out and hang out, they'll go hang out, be gone.
Yeah, that's right. No, that's right. That's crazy. Yeah, y'all still up in the building, man. It's crazy. But man, they building, man. But I gotta go.
Well, you gotta go, brother. We just glad that everybody here.
Yeah. I'm just glad you made it to the show and got to be on for a little bit so the world could see you.
And man, trust me, I'm working.
I'm gonna go to the restroom.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me get it. So, how do you spell your name?
So you can put in Pop's Gallery.
Oh,
P-O-P.
Pops
Gallery. P-O-P-P-O-P-S.
Gallery.com?
That's the Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Instagram. And actually, my daughter is finishing up all the things, so we got a big something happening probably Friday. So it'll be a good time for anybody that want to get their last minute little things together while we still got time to ship some things.
Yeah.
You know.
Y'all gonna want some of this gear. And then you got the crystal, that one to smoke the divine. That was hard. That was hard. The smoking quartz.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Nice.
And your son, like I need to your son. He what size? Like in comparison to me. Like in between us.
Yeah, in between. Yeah, in between.
Cause we got
a little Bruce Lee. Yeah.
Cause I got enough. Like when I got the material.
Right.
I made sure it's enough so I can do something nice for both of y'all.
Okay.
You know?
But it's on.
But the leather, brother, is supple. like a Bentley. It looked like Bentley interior.
Right. Well, now you know where we at. Let's do a whole. Let's do it. Let's bring you back.
Yes, sir.
Word.
Yeah. We'll go all the way in, God.
Yeah.
Like all the way.
Yeah.
We'll open the portal.
Indeed.
Yeah, for the ones.
Yeah, for the ones
that's been waiting.
See, how's after hours and you came?
That's
this a portal right here. You open it because this is like an overtime. Like we usually go on
after hours.
It's the after hours.
You know,
right?
look, Bobby Hemmett used to say, you know, and I mean in person. You know, like I was there.
Talk to him.
I was right there. The first lecture I ever went to was Bobby Hemmett, bro. I hadn't even figured out nothing about who I was. I had no idea what my path was, bro. I was driving on my way to Georgia, and I turned to the station. You know how you go in a new city, you trying to find the new stations or whatever, you're going to listen. Bro, I turned to the college station. Bobby Hemmett was on there going in. I was like, what? I had never heard, you know.
Yeah, he be talking.
I went to the lecture the next day, God. He spoke for 10 hours.
Wow. Damn.
I gave him all, look, I ain't had no bunch of money. This was like 30 years ago.
Wow.
I ain't had no bunch of bread. I was, you know, artist. I had some paintings in the car. I just ran and grabbed them up to grab the paintings like, man, like, I don't have nothing else. This everything I got.
That's
this it, bro. Yeah. Like, this what I got. He like, for me?
Right.
Like, bro, I could never give you anything.
Yeah. Bobby Hemmett, go there. Yeah.
Bro, he took it, he made it so clear to me that night that I ain't never turned back.
Yeah.
That was 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Like he set such a solid foundation that, you know, it was nothing to think about.
One of the elders, yo.
Yeah.
One of those cats. He one of those cats that travel through time. You know what I mean?
And I watched him for 10 hours not reading. See, that's when I understood.
Wow.
You know what I mean? The science of somebody who is present.
Right.
Because if you present, you don't need references. You know what I mean? Because it's coming through. Bobby wasn't, man, he couldn't even find none of his stuff. His books was all over the place. You know, he trying to look. He ain't need no books. 10 hours.
Damn.
And could have kept going, you know, but no. So back real quick. This is how that came up. What Bobby would always say is, like right around the 5th hour, everybody, you know, getting tired. 6th hour, people that left. He'd always say, well, shit, now we can go ahead and get on to some real shit. You know, we done got rid of all the people that's fake.
Wow. There you go.
Now y'all still here. We can go ahead and get busy. Like, it wasn't no need for me to tell them that.
Right.
What I'm about to tell y'all.
Right. Wow.
Y'all the diehards.
Wow.
You know, so wherever you at, brother, we love you. We appreciate you.
Dude.
You know, Bobby Hemmett, everybody who know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know that.
He saved a whole lot of our souls out here.
Yo, shout out to Cecil. Wow.
I think that's Ceaseless right there. It's a big gif.
Yeah.
But shout out to Ceaseless.
I know, but he spelled the Cecilist.
I know. It got squished.
Ceaseless. I know.
It got squished.
Yeah. He said, you're amazing.
He said, you're amazing.
What's that?
As he's talking about you.
Who this?
Cecil.
Oh, peace to the God. Peace to the God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody.
Oh, AD, I heard you rhyming. I ain't know you had rhymes, AD. I ain't know AD had rhymes.
I had to. I love it. I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
That was great.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
That was great.
Yeah. It's all for the love, you know?
Yeah.
You got some spits. Man. This is crazy. Oh, that's your gear right there?
That's some of the joints.
Yeah, show some of them. That's crazy. Wow.
Some glasses right there. Yeah,
and the glasses, that's,
You know what I mean? Them is all weaved up.
It's fire. Like that. Oh, you do
the big joints, like, bro. I'm gonna make you some. I'm gonna make you some stuff for the walls. All of that.
Yeah. The watch. Now quartz, you take it to another level. I already know.
Yeah.
You took it to that next.
Yeah, I read into him in Venice, right? Me and this girl were walking down the boardwalk there, and he called my name out. He's like, "Hey D," I'm like, "What's up?" I thought I knew him through Artist. Remember we had Artist here from Venice Beach.
You should have seen his face. He was like,
I was like,
he was like, I was like, hey, dude, you really think nobody know who you is? Come on,
was he holding hands?
I ain't gonna tell. I ain't gonna go there. Look,
but she was
there's a code. There's a code. I ain't
she was like,
that.
you got fans here? People recognize
she
you?
was impressed, right?
Yeah.
She was impressed.
She was like, wow, you know people here?
She kind of stepped back like,
Yeah.
All right, AD.
Gotta make that 10 more points.
Oh, man. Strolling into the park.
Yeah, it was cool.
Seeing winter turn to spring.
Yeah, they was smiling. They was coming through, smiling, looking happy.
Yeah, it was chill. It was fun.
That's real.
But yeah, and then when I saw him downstairs, I'm like, yo, no way.
See how everything
it all circled back.
Yeah,
6 degrees.
And that's crazy.
Bro.
He already called your name. You didn't even know it was calling.
Yeah, I thought I met you through someone else.
Yeah, we in tune.
Yeah.
In tune.
You know they bringing us all back together, God.
Yeah, man.
About time
like,
for the collective.
it's that time.
Yeah,
you know they do the Siggy ceremony, the Dogons. They do that Siggy ceremony every so often. But I mean, that's showing you that time come when it's time to do things.
Yeah.
You got planting season, you got harvest season, you got actually it's a season you're supposed to mate. You know what I mean? It's times for things. You don't just do it because you want to do it.
Right. See, well, I can't wait till next spring though. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm trying to
spring
make.
is when you spring full, and do your thing. But but it's time.
That's true.
What's happening in spring?
I'm just saying I can't wait for the season. You know what I'm saying?
After winter.
Yeah, I mean,
well, you know, winter's it's cuddle time.
Yeah.
Cozy time. This when you get your fireplace. And matter of fact, Lord, before I get out of town, it'd be nice. I'm going to do a fire pit. Probably maybe this. I need to go to the water, God. Put that fire pit up.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
They let you go till about midnight out there.
Right. Sunday out.
Or whenever.
Yeah, I'm headed to Columbia, the south.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Dance around the fire a little.
Well, yeah, brother. Well, even when you come back, just know the only place that you can do a fire pit in is at Dockwalla.
Let's do it.
They got rid of them everywhere else.
Yeah.
That's the last frontier.
Right.
And about midnight, usually about midnight, they'll come and start making you get out of there.
Right.
Yeah.
They do sweat lodges still?
Not there.
Right.
But I know where they are.
Yeah, Sick Jacket used to tell me.
Yeah, I know where they are.
Yeah,
you know, I did a sweat lodge, God, with Jose Arguelles. You know this? Jose Arguelles did the Mayan factor.
Yeah, the Mayan tape. Oh, man.
Bro, we was at the lecture, and he was like, man, he looked over at me. This was a long time ago.
Right.
He looked over at me. He was like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was wilder then, God. I was young. My hair was about this, you know what I mean? I was looking wild and tribal.
Yeah.
He was like, man, he invited me, had never seen me before, pulled me up into his circle, introduced me to his people. He's like, man, come with us to up to the joint tonight. Took us all up in the hills, man. We did a whole ceremony with him, man, and mind-blowing. And real quick, last but not least, what was mind-blowing about that ceremony, every time you throw the rocks in there, it get hotter in there because it's like the mother's womb. That's what you're recreating.
Oh,
you know
man.
What I mean? You recreating the womb. That's why you cover every part of it up with the skin. Well, the real ones with the animal skins.
Wow.
So no air can even get out. So it make you have to breathe different.
Wow.
See, because if you breathe regular, you sucking fire into your nostrils. It's because it's that hot. And you know that after the first time you try to breathe regular and that fire go in your throat, then you gotta then you gotta meditate. Even if you don't know how. Or you end up running up out of there. And last but not least, what blew my mind was that it was the women that came out last, not the men. The brothers was in there. You could hear them wailing. Right. You could hear the women too crying out, but you could hear the brothers trying to fight it. And I think mostly to not come out before the women.
Yeah.
So that's what threw them off.
Yeah.
See, they was trying to be strong up in there. You know what I mean? The women was trying to get with the Most High.
Right.
The brothers trying to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, the women just sat up in there. Them brothers was coming out. They couldn't take it no more.
Right.
After about the 8th stone,
right?
Them stones this big.
Wow.
Bro, they the color of your. They this hot. They red hot. And they throwing them in the fire each one at a time. They ask you, can you handle another one? The sisters was like, yes.
Yeah.
Brothers was up out
Makes
of there.
sense. Yeah.
You know, everybody
Big
held
hunks on,
out. Brother, I mean, these real Lord, these was all
real.
native.
Wow.
These was all native
Wow.
cats. Like, but these Chief Elk Bear and all them cats was like, I gotta go.
That's it, man.
I gotta go outside, get some air.
That's
the last elder grandmother came out. She looked like she hadn't even been in there. God. She just walked out like this. Went and got her some water.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
But see, and then I learned from that.
Yeah.
She done did so many ceremonies. She breathed like that in her regular life. She don't even wait till she back in the ceremony, God. She breathes like she inside the joint in her regular moments.
I mean, there go your brother right there.
Yes, God. Peace to the God.
Voltage is in the building.
Yeah.
Said women are great meditators.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they give
They
life.
meditated us into existence.
That's why, it makes sense.
Women just got bored.
Yeah, they got.
Like, yo, we need some men or something around here. They just got tired of looking at each other.
Yeah.
You know what they call it? Parthogenesis?
Parthogenesis,
Yeah.
wow.
They like, man, I need somebody other than her to deal with.
Yeah. Wow, this is incredible.
Yes,
man. Spirits are definitely up, man. Shout out to Voltage in the building, man. Hey, that's great. You bought Voltage in. That's beautiful.
Salute.
The cat.
Salute.
And the cat's the only one he didn't attack.
Oh man,
the elder you sat.
He'll roll out with me.
Yeah, he roll out.
Yeah,
with you.
if I really, he'd be like, word, he come with me.
AD gonna follow on him. AD. I mean, that's unspoken. Yeah, he come. Yeah, get some water.
Brother.
Probably swing on me though. Oh no, you got one. Oh, this is the first time. There you go.
He all right.
Yeah,
that's just what they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
He just
letting you know he used to be a lion. Yeah. You know what I mean? He like, y'all ain't gonna disrespect me around here. You used to roar.
With his lion ass.
Right, yeah, he used to be roaring, man.
Why the fuck you lying?
Snake.
You still a lion, man. It's cool. You still a lion.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay. See?
Exactly.
You talking? See?
Yeah. You're around the turmeric. Maybe the turmeric got him going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Damn.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he got beats. Got beats and everything.
He jumped on AD. One time, AD.
If I pick him up in front of people, he'll get way mad.
Well,
and he knows the cameras are rolling.
He went for AD neck.
See?
And that was weird because that's your cat.
Yeah,
but cat should never go for his own owners.
But when there's people around, he's like, don't embarrass me in front of company type of thing.
That's true. Don't be doing nothing new.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, don't be acting new.
In cat years, he's like a 50-year-old.
Bro, he is your elder.
Yeah. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he know it.
Yeah.
He know it.
Yeah, he's about 13 years old in the human years, which comes out to around 50 or 60 years old in cat years.
That's it.
So, yeah, I can't pick him up in front of people.
Bro. You don't want that.
Nah, man.
It's like, don't embarrass me in front of company.
Yo, this is great. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here, man. We had the elder once again. This has been great. For real, this has been. See it again.
Man, y'all look forward.
Next time y'all see me, I'll have mine.
You'll have the space suit.
Yeah, I have the space suit. So you see how ill that looks. So we definitely gonna come back. Yo, catch us next Monday, man. And we'll still be out of we finished that one. Somebody said Cain and Abel. We building on that.
Don't get us on. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. Sister Nepal had put up the Cain and Abel bill. That was great. All right.
In the land of Nod.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cain do one thing. And then what make you nod?
Yeah.
Maybe one of them was into coke and the other one was into dope.
That's
the
hard.
land of nod.
Hold on, I gotta get my for that one.
Yeah, he got
That
stuck
was
in
so
the land
cold.
of nod, boy.
What?
But Kane didn't, because Kane don't make you nod. See?
I never heard that one. That's cold. That's cold.
What's up, bud?
Yo, no. That was hard.
We got
y'all heard it here first on the Podcraft. That was a breakdown right there. Yeah, exactly. All right.
All right, we'll see y'all on Monday.
Dude. Much respect. We love you.
But this I didn't learn until it was too late.
I, the black ruler that comes forth from Smai Tyree. I and I, the almighty ruler. Eyes fiery, and darkness is not a color, for I was in darkness and I created light, incubated in night, meditated in sight. And you ask why I wear all white? Alright, I'm a Neteru, also referred to as an Elohim by the Hebrews, and Vishnu to the Hindus. I'm from the temples in Eridu, call me Apsu. I'm Tiamat, the obelisk, shadows 3 o'clock. Walk with us to see Enoch. The mystery key unlocks the coffin text he speaks, we watch.
People of Thebes, ask pity of the gods. Pharaoh is dead.
Not quite, open his tomb. All praise to Amun and the sun, which is Ra. Later combined, Amun-Ra, sun, moon, and star. Your Moses knows us. Before we toyed with the cobras, we showed them our culture. The same goes for Joseph. I show you them as pharaohs, but different names in their sculptures. Olmecs, Hotep. I am Menace. My thoughts are endless. My courts are crimson. And I am Thoth, the one before Musa when the law was given. You are my children, and I am Osiris, the rider of death. And I am his brother Set. Ra, the sun rises and the sun sets. Abraham kneels before Melchizedek as the 24 elders held the text. Over Isis, Ra, El, hold the scale, hold him still while his feet and palms are nailed. Behold, the pale horse gallops along the trail. The name for gods were El, Shaddad, Nimrod, mighty hunter. His statue atop of the ziggurat steps. Me, Lamu, and Lahamu, then Anshar, then Kishar, and their offsprings was Antu, Kai, and Anu. From Chaldeans, the owl is seen during night upon the Nile. A child is floating down, streaming. But you have penalized angels and crowned demons. Come, meet Queen Hatshepsut. We are winged celestials, extraterrestrial beings seen by the Eskimos. We were here in the prehistoric Mexico. No, we're not skeletal, and no, they were never an embryo. Dynastic period, indigo. The Sahelanthropus traditions descendants, the species that mimic our kindreds, but we were monkeys.
People of Thebes, ask pity of the gods. Pharaoh is dead.
Not quite, for we came from the darkest part of the night. For within the shadows, the pharaohs gave you the apple to bite. These are the knowledge of good and evil. We also have the fruits to the tree of life. This is my key. Put it in, turn it, unlock it, and you will no longer be mummies. Around the garden, the meditating monks breathe, slow and deep, and above the garden, the stars rearrange monthly. 12 zodiacs, please don't react, but it seems like Adam and Eve had company. Come with me, see the god they call Enki or Ea. His record was kept in the forms they wrote called Cunea. In that time they were doomsayers, soothed prayers, tomb raiders. It was called a departure. The moon was split, or it was hit with ships that left moon craters. Here's the meta nature. Nature is where you get nature. Let's read the Vedas. Please, I need debaters. Do you believe in vapor or what you see on paper? The alpha and the omega, or the algebra creators. We are ancient, and you call us pagans.
People of Thebes, ask pity of the gods. Pharaoh is dead.
because you have met with ill fortune. Do not regret that you were required to settle our tomb, for all existence is vanity. We desire no life in the hereafter. Remember always that we blessed you before we left. But for you who came to us from the river when we were already owned, were the greatest joy of our lives. May your heart be shielded from sorrow. Such is the desire of your father.
Behold, his feet and his arms was black in the temple of Karnak, and along their walls show images of wars during Nubian combat. Above that were shapes and symbols of creatures like they had alien contact.
You are here in the House of Death.
Above it all, atop of the hall, the Sumerian star maps that kept the records of when the heavens made Abraham his contract. All compact, Sargon's plaque over Akkad, Belshazzar, kings, elder gods, in and outside of the realms of ours. Images of Thutmose III and King Tut close to birds. Do not touch or disturb the Egyptian magician's words. His arm brush, his vision blurred, his wisdom slurred.
What do you want here in the House of Death?
Nin Gazeta, attend to the cedar, make them believe us. Where is thy brother, Abel? Am I my brother's keeper? Who are the other speakers? Those from the upper ethers. Wings like a raven, I am no pagan.
What do you want here in the House of Death? What do you want here in the House of Death?
I brought you the bodies of a man and a woman to be preserved by your art, so that they may enjoy eternal life.
As you say, we are artists here. What can you pay for our services?
I have nothing.
Nothing? Throw this carrion in the river.
Wait. I'm willing to work here, to pay for the embalming, for as long as you say I must.
Work here? Only condemned criminals. But the accursed of the gods seek work in the House of Death.
There is no man here who is not better than I am.
One of the